So yeah, you should be good now.
All right.
I think all the
Hey,
settings are
everybody.
fixed. That ought to shut the music off for them and for us. Yeah, it does. And yeah, we good.
Yeah, I hear us pretty well.
Oh my!
And the music and
you know what? No,
all that jazz.
we're just gonna move it. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna move forward. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first things first. I gotta move this other shit over here real quick so that whenever I change to that one screen, we don't got like a map over our faces. Okay, here we go. You ready? Put on your goddamn faces. All right?
Yes.
We've been doing this too long.
I am faced.
Which one?
You know which one. Don't play games.
That one.
Okay, all right, everybody ready. Here we go. Which will still be fucked up.
Now.
Okay, it's not.
What? Nothing wrong with me.
It's slightly fucked up. Get that out of here. Hi, everyone.
What's wrong with me?
We're technically professionals at this.
Technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Just want y'all to keep that in mind.
I'm not paid for this, so I'm not a professional.
But you're part
And
of
that's fine.
a professional organization and
okay.
show. Yeah.
You are part of a profession. Technically, you're part of a professional production.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if this was actually a thing, you'd have a producer credit as a patron. But
yeah, that is true.
Also true. That's how producers work.
Yep.
That is. Live IT is correct.
I do that shit in my real life time. I don't want to do it in my not real life time. This is not real life. All right, this is the internet. Where
nothing's real here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things that happen here don't matter. But yes, hello everyone. Welcome to session 92 of Into the Storm, where things will happen, probably.
No guarantees, though.
Eventually, this campaign will end. Believe it or not, as aimless as it all seems, this campaign will eventually end. And then we'll retire the channel and you'll never see us again.
Oh my gosh.
What? No, that's not how that works.
Yeah, we'll have to make a new channel.
Oh wait, what are we supposed to do then?
It'll be fine.
A different campaign.
You think I want to do another one of these? I mean, I guess we can play Uno or something, but hell no.
Nah, I thought we were going to become Terraria Let's Players. That's what I thought we were going to do.
I don't even have that.
We're going to bypass the Minecraft stuff. We're going to go right to Terraria.
Straight to Terraria, yeah.
Nobody even knows what that is, Panda. Stop making
it's one of the best-selling games on Steam.
I'm giving you a hard time.
Such a good game. It's 2D Minecraft, but it's more than that.
It is pretty good.
I'll let you guys say that. Yes,
it is pretty good. I like it. I liked it more than I like Minecraft because it's definitely not just Minecraft. It just has those world mining type elements to it.
Yeah, like blocks.
A lot more than that. Mm-hmm.
You like blocks? Okay, that's the same thing between the two games. There's blocks.
You like blocks
and crafting.
And it has fishing in it, so it's already like 10 out of 10.
Yeah. There you go. That's all it needs. Is
and Eldritch Horrors
to give it a good score.
Yeah, it has a lot of them.
Pathfinder 2e campaign next. That one's a little harder to sell.
That's an idea. Hold on.
Lots of things ideas, Panda.
No, this would be more Dungeons and Dragons specific, but do sequential campaigns of each version of D&D.
Oh no, thank you.
You don't want to play 1E.
That does sound like a little bit of a nightmare.
I know. And you don't want to play 2E.
But yeah.
And you don't want to play 3.0. And if
That's
you think Pathfinder's crunchy, you don't want to play 3.5.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to play 4E.
I said it was an idea. Look, I said it was an idea, not a good one, okay?
It is an idea, yeah. I would likely run 5E before I run Pathfinder 2E. Just being honest. There are things I like about Pathfinder 2E,
But it's definitely funner as a player and not the DM.
Well, none of us have the ability to weigh in on that. None of us have tried.
That I guess that's fair.
Just looking at the mechanics and how things work, I don't know. It's not that exciting mechanically, other than like the action economy and the actual campaign balance. Those are the cool things, like the cool exciting things about it. But like, especially if we're gonna stream it, like 5e runs smoothly, so it kind of lends itself to it a bit more. So yeah, if we were gonna switch, that's probably where we'd go. At least at the moment. I haven't even checked out the remaster shit or next or whatever.
Yeah.
Homebrew system. Yeah. I would need a lot more time than I have to actually finish a homebrew system, but maybe one day.
Yeah, eventually we'll finish doing that.
One of these centuries, probably this one.
I would hope so.
If I had to hazard a guess, I would agree.
Cool. So here we are back in Hayethe. Many sessions into this campaign. You guys have actually come quite a long way.
Yeah,
This all started like 3rd level.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, it
We're all
was
now,
3rd
like,
level,
12?
yeah.
Something
No,
like
that's
that.
the other campaign.
Something
What?
like that.
We're 9th.
You're 92 sessions in. How are you only 9th?
92.
You're the one that gives us the levels,
slow.
bro.
Oh, don't put that on me. All right, I based this on your accomplishments. What have you done?
I mean, we just got rid of Naloxifix last
Dear
session.
God. No.
Got rid of Deluxifix. Okay, sure. You cleaned up a mess you made. Sure, you could count that as an accomplishment. But I'm not going to pat myself on the back if I spill a gallon of milk and then mop it up.
Why wouldn't you?
Because you spilled.
Because I spilled it. It was my fault.
Yeah, like.
Like, the reward is there's no punishment in that case.
You know what? I think you're right. I think Eli and Sam should get a level for cleaning up all that.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh,
Hmm.
And then Lamia should get a level
that
for
was
looking
good,
out for
by
Sam the
way.
whole time he was unconscious.
Alright, I mean, yeah, maybe if you were a level 1 NPC class, I might give you a level for babysitting a grown man. But I don't know, guys. I'm starting to think maybe I should just dock you back down to like 7th. Sound like
Why?
7th level adventurers right now.
Hey.
You're just not giving me a lot of accomplishments. I don't know why we got you to 9th in the first place.
we-
Well, we did potentially, and we're not one of the ones creating it, but we basically led to the creation of a future new moon.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. I
I'm
was
not,
like, hey,
I'm not defending us. I don't care enough to.
yeah, when all
we
those
can do
tides
whatever
get
level.
messed up, that's our doing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Anything
Let it be known.
And ourselves is digging our own grave here.
Okay, cool. So Eli accepts being 7th, but you
Yeah,
guys sound
yeah,
like you have a problem with it.
Yeah, I have a little problem with it.
I mean,
don't
it sounds like Eli's
remember-
pretty okay with severely reduced levels for everyone. We might put you
Like,
on
I'll take the
fourth.
health doc. I
Severely
ain't giving up
reduced
my
pay for
Listen,
everybody.
Eli may be our boss in the game world, but I, as a player,
So you accept his judgment. All right, let's roll back to 4th level.
That's what I heard.
Hey, look, straight up, if my
Severely
Fourth, that's
reduced.
where it's still fun, and you can still look forward to 5th.
Yeah.
All right,
Look,
so let's bring up your character.
well, I was in
We're going to
retail.
start with Lamia's. Delete. We're going to just start all over.
Oh my gosh.
okay, I guess I'll go and be a cleric then.
If
Look.
I had to go back to 4th level, stripping away the stuff would be way more annoying than adding. Like figuring out what I'm supposed to take away, because like doing level up math is easy because there's like a chart, there's all the stuff, so you understand what you're supposed to add. Going backwards would be so much harder because you're like, wait, what
Yes.
exactly am I
Yeah.
supposed to drop, and when did I get it where?
roll
Yeah.
a health die, but subtract that from
We
your.
need version. Yeah, all right. We need version control software for that. So then we just save a version every time we
Yeah,
level up, so
restore
that way we
previous
go
version.
back to like
That'd be
Perforce or
interesting.
something.
Idea as well of like start at level 20. Every time you level up, you go down.
No, stop.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
I don't
would
know.
you-
No, stop.
All right,
Actually,
we started
that
the campaign.
reminds me-
I retire. Like, I'm not leveling up. Hell no.
Mhm.
Stop.
The idea would be probably like, what is it, like some kind of like I forgot the name of that thing that A Average Barrows talks about. It's just basically a big dungeon crawl, the huge dungeon crawl.
Rapid Ethic, Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
I forget. Maybe it was
whatever
Mad
that
Mage.
other stupid one is. There's a bunch of big
I
dungeon
can't remember.
crawls.
But
Rapid Ethic is the one that I always think of, the Orcus one. It's
Yeah.
freaking
Oh.
enormous.
but what I was trying to say
Everybody
was,
hates it.
if my team lead was like, "Hey guys, we're not doing really good. We're all gonna take pay docs because we're not doing great," I would just quit.
Yeah, find a new job.
Yeah, like I'm like, no, I'll leave and go somewhere else.
Oh, so you're threatening to quit the campaign if I dock you levels.
Oh.
I will have you know I am a classically trained capitalist. I will find a scab.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna make a joke about unions here, but that joke writes itself.
I may not agree with capitalism, but I've
Yeah.
learned well from it.
I think that means Sam would leave and find something else to do. I don't know. Oh, look, I'm going farming again. No, like,
So, are you guys gonna list off some achievements, or are we?
Nope,
going back
we're
to
just gonna
fourth
play.
level?
We're just gonna
Should,
play.
should we actually get started?
See, I was trying to make this be like kind of a fun late season recap, and y'all are like really pissing all over it right now.
Oh,
Yep.
I
Sure
mean,
you kind of need to like
really,
state that as
really
a fact
pissing
to
in my
me.
Cheerios here.
Yep.
Really
that
shitting
is
in my
my
coffee.
job. That is my job.
Sam
That's
could have got.
my
I found a
achievement.
boomstick when he found
Aggravating the
that
ego.
weird metal pipe with the bayonet, but he just has no idea what that is. That would be an achievement pop, like acquired firearm.
That's
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
I found
the,
somebody who had a gun that
Assassin
you
of the
also didn't get to
Fang,
see.
Mm-hmm. What's another
Or-
thing like
Ravenous.
progeny or whatever it's called? Like technically, he has heartbeat children, but not really.
Technically, but not really.
Yeah, they're not his. I mean, they're his in a sense of. I don't like using the term ownership when it comes to sentient beings, but like
guardianship.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's a better term.
It's a
Mhm.
much less problematic way to describe it.
And then you like did the equivalent of like leaving them with your uncle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I'm kind of busy. Like
Yeah, I gotta
I acquired these children. I don't really have time for them. But you got like a farm and a lot of kids.
Listen here, Sam and Skywalker.
Just drop in the bucket for you. These ones just have wings and talons. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
same as
something I
if
can
Jimmy
do.
went over there and grabbed 2 forks. It's not that big a deal.
Cut to little Volu kid, Wolverine in it with some forks.
Right?
Yeah.
And
He's
then
got like
a little
different
kid
sized
on the
forks.
ground crying with scratches on his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get up! That didn't hurt. You're fine.
Stop making
Scream
a deal out of
louder.
it. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Right? Yeah, we've all been children before. So badass
Former child
kids.
here.
But no, fine. We'll get started. Okay, so
No, I
yeah,
did the bad
you did
thing.
get rid of
Drink the rest of my
Nalexifix. That
coffee.
was nice. Okay, you did get rid of Nalexifix, or you defeated him. You don't know if he's gone, but he's not bugging you anymore, and that's
Yeah.
the most important thing for a good aligned character: is that you are not personally bothered by whatever's happening. And because we could all agree on that, celebrations are in order. You had some good soup. Everybody likes good soup. Right? Round of applause for good soup.
That's good soup.
That's like
It did the round.
a left half of applause. It wasn't super round. But okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, thank you, Fluffy. I'll take it. So, you had some good soup. You actually can taste food for the first time in months at this point. Probably pretty wild. It might even make you a little sick. Like, not so sick that, like, you're, like, retching or anything, but, like, feeling just a little queasy, just at, like, the richness of everything. And obviously you're not eating too much, but I imagine you, like, taste several things just to, like, refamiliarize yourself with it.
Oh, Lamia would have
pretty-
taken her nausea medicine before doing that.
I mean, yeah, that's gonna help too. But your stomach is like drastically shrunk too, right?
Yeah.
Because while you were cursed, it was like you would be fasting effectively for several days, and then eat like probably way too much. But then your stomach would have time to shrink again. And of course, you drank a lot of water throughout the last few days, so that helped. So you're close to about your normal appetite, but also just your body's kind of getting used to taking in different nutrients and that kind of stuff again. So it's like an odd process, despite it being supernatural. There's still these like natural processes that now have to take back over. You did get to keep some of the benefits of having had that curse, which is another reason why you can't really argue that you should get a level, because you like got other stuff out of it. Just gotta go ahead and lower you to 8th real quick. What did you get to keep, by the way?
Low light vision, and I had the choice between healing or plus my constitution, and we decided thematically to keep the fast healing. They're in moonlight. It's only interrupted by chaos line weapons and silver weapons,
which is very powerful. So, yeah, nice. That fast healing is great. It's only going to stop if you basically die. So, congrats. Or of course, damage from those specific weapon types.
Well, I mean, in Lamia's case, wouldn't it just be, oh hey, the sun is up?
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're in moonlight, like when it's active,
moments,
right?
The sun will rise.
Thanks.
Right? And that was like the last thing you really did, and I think we essentially passed that day to the next at that point, because I don't think anybody had anything they were specifically doing at that point. So the next day is like the first time you kind of wake up and you're not starving. You actually do recover naturally, as one would. And because you're no longer starving and you're 9th fucking level, 6 hours of sleep, that's like 40. I can't remember math. No, that's Dave, what's 9 times 6?
54.
Okay, I don't know why that sounded wrong every time I was thinking it. I was like, that's... No. Okay, yeah. So that's like 54 non-lethal removed. If you still have non-lethal.
Yes. Well, I have the starvation
starving.
non-lethal. Okay.
Yeah, 54, that's gone, because you're not starving. You got to eat.
Hooray.
And you didn't have any lethal anyway, so...
Nope.
So yeah, you wake up feeling a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, am I still fatigued and sickened?
You are not sickened, but you are still fatigued until you get rid of all of that non-lethal.
Okay, that's fine. All right, cool. Woo! I feel so. Oh, sorry.
How much non-lethal do you still have left, by the way? And then you can jump to RP.
15. I feel so much better, guys. I can't wait. I'll be able, like, after I rest a little bit more, I'll be able to go out, maybe make my way home for a bit. Oh, wait, actually, we didn't really talk about this yesterday, I think. What were you guys talking about a bounty?
Oh, yeah. So we have very large bounties of excessive amounts on us in place that will probably be attempted to be cashed in basically anywhere we go that's not here. So there's that.
Oh. Awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
I don't really think it's fantastic, but
That was sarcasm.
So, I mean, are we going to actually be able to do any jobs then?
Well, I mean, considering that the primary amounts of our jobs are not necessarily done in incredibly populated areas, and as long as we take our contracts here, potentially, but I also don't think that was our main priority at the moment.
Snell pulls up, and yeah, I guess you have a point.
I mean, when you say here, do you mean here in like the vicinity around here?
I mean, Psychon. We're minor celebrities here at the moment in Psychon. So we've earned enough goodwill from the people of the town that they're not going to just throw us right underneath that particular horse cart at the moment. Almost said bus, but that's an anachronism. Anyways, you know.
Oh, you mean one of them double-decker horse carts?
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, it's only pulled by them real tall horses.
Mhm.
They're just regular horses, but their legs are like super long.
Some weird nightmare fuel nonsense.
Like
right
a giraffe. It's like a giraffe with a short neck. Like,
Or that one monster our other group keeps bumping into.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Short neck giraffe.
Short-necked giraffe is one of the funniest things. Like, that'd be one of the funniest mutations of all time. Instead of having the super long neck, it just has longer legs, but it's the same height as a giraffe.
Yeah, it's like the epitome of just like, we are all God's
I believe we
creatures.
call
Except
that. We call that a stilt horse. That's my new name for it.
Stilt horse.
Dude, I was thinking
Stilt
stilt horse
horse.
earlier too. Yeah,
That's
fucking
great.
stilt
It's a
horse.
great name. Stilt horse.
Uh,
It's like standing in water. It's like, no, the river can't be that deep. Look, there's a horse standing in it. Just like
Fuck,
walks
That's
out.
the
Oh.
the water's fine meme or whatever, and it turns out the other thing is aquatic. So as soon as like, it's not that deep. See, look, I'm right here. And they jump in, just go straight to the bottom.
If,
I'll
if
always
there are
remember-
if any of the people in our chat or lurkers are artists, please a stilt horse. We can't make Molly do all of it.
Oh, stilt horse.
I want stilt
Yeah.
horse so bad.
Every time it comes to water depth, it reminds me of Ketsuku from the 5e campaign. Of like, oh yeah, wait, how deep is the sewer water? Oh, it's about waist deep. Okay, he'll hop in it. Oh, well, for a human.
Yeah, wait,
I'm like
for
3 feet tall.
for a 5'10" human.
Right? Okay. I have to stop thinking of stilt horse skits in
Yeah.
my head.
This is the problem when you think in skits too.
Dude, it is.
Yeah.
I realize right now I did not take my medication earlier. And it's becoming real apparent right now. Because my brain is like, no, stilt horse. So anyway. We're back.
I recognize
So-
that particular struggle.
So, you didn't say bus because that would be an anachronism. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
They're on the bus, yeah.
The boost.
I'm just saying, like, I think I technically dropped off a bunch of tools over in Hallett, and I never got, like, anything from that. I did.
Yeah, you guys didn't stop back in Hallett, did you?
Yeah,
that's
we just
right. You
kinda-
passed it.
Blaze through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was, like, my deal. I was like, look, I'm going to drop these here, and I'll just let y'all come up with whatever, you know? I'm not going to, like, demand payment right now for it. Y'all take what you need, and, you know,
If I remember
trust them well
correctly,
enough.
the description was basically like, I'll throw it out and come back later while we were running through the town.
No, I dropped it off when we went
No,
through
but
the first
when
time.
you stopped there the first time, they dropped stuff off. But when you guys were on your way back, you didn't stop back in Hallett. Like it was already. You just never went back to get the stuff. You guys had already dropped it off because you rested there on your way up. But yeah, all the way back, he was like, never mind, we'll just keep going. So
Yeah, because we were.
there was no interaction. They just never saw you again.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the guards did, but
The hell is that?
yeah. But yeah, I mean, that is not. It's not the furthest thing away, but it's not exactly a short trip. And
I was also asking Eli if he thinks that's within Psycon distance or if that's
outside of Psychon distance.
Yeah, well,
And we got to
so
lure.
It's got a
my answer was just within the area of Psychon. By the way,
Mhm.
just
for
They got
clarity's sake.
each different names. Saigon is the town, and then that other place is also a town name.
Well, Hallett's a village, and it's like 60 miles away, so it's definitely not. It's definitely not like around. Like technically, it's not even in the same province. It's technically one province over. You guys are in the Khan province. It's in whatever the one is to the west of that. I don't have our regular map pulled up that only I get to look at because I made it, so, you know, deal with it. But
Deal with it.
now that I do have it up, I can tell you the name of that province is Balai. And that's what everybody's waiting on that, you know.
Yeah, we were. How'd you know?
There you go.
Okay, so are we just gonna stay in Saigon for a bit then? I mean, I guess I ought to because I'm waiting on my armor. But
I mean, I was planning on it. Yes.
But also, Eli, you were working on trying to find a way to get out of the city safely. Is one of the things you were working on.
Yes, exactly. Which is why I was planning on staying here until I figured that out.
Yeah.
You know, there's always
I haven't
boat.
found a better
You just
idea,
travel
and
by
I don't
boat.
like being shot with arrows.
Yeah, not particularly a big fan of that.
Are you talking about boats, Panda? Is that what I
What?
heard?
No,
he was.
I
He
didn't-
was
I didn't say
talking
anything.
about boats.
Was Sam talking about boats, Panda? Is that what I said?
Maybe. How do we leave safely and unknown? We can always be on a boat. We just got to worry about pirates, I guess, or ship combat. Because surely
And,
you
you know-
prepared for ship combat. No.
Storms.
I mean, I am very lightly prepared for ship combat,
Yeah.
insofar as I know about it, kinda.
It exists.
Look, if it's all of
I'm aware of its existence.
our group, that's a pretty big bounty. That's enough for like somebody on a ship to be like, yeah, dude, we'll risk a ship for fighting and getting that huge bounty.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of money. That would be because you guys by just you three are 60 G's. Just roughly. I'm trying to think of like how to potentially kind of convert that into what it would equate to for real life. I mean, inflation between medieval fantasy and modern day is wild.
Mm-hmm.
It would pretty easily be like, I would say it'd be like if someone was like, hey, if you murk all three of these motherfuckers over here, you'll get like 800 grand. It's not $1 million, but that's a life-changing amount of money.
It is a life-changing amount of money.
Let's see. Bread's always like the go-to because it's like absurdly cheap.
Wait, why are we doing?
Why are we talking about bread? What happened?
We're doing a
I think he's
weird,
trying to do the
dumb-
math.
gold
Equivalent
conversion.
and such.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't trying to get exact because I know that
Yeah.
right now would be real bad for me to start getting into that too hard.
We're not doing wool math today, guys.
It
No,
would become
let's
a
not
wool
do
math.
that.
It'd become worse than a wool math, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a paid version of ChatGPT, so I can go down a rabbit hole pretty hard. But yeah, no, it's a shitload of money. Yes. So you're waiting on that. There was something else I was going to mention, and I think I forgot it. But yeah, so were you, Sam? Were you trying to think if you were going to go back to Hallett or no?
I mean, that was a just an idea I had, and I would run that by Eli to see if he thinks that's safe or not. He's probably gonna say no, but
You're correct. I'm gonna say no.
yeah, then I'd probably
It's
put that
not
on the
safe.
back burner.
Yeah.
It's
Go ahead, Molly.
One thing that I just remembered, and Lamia would remember as well. She's gonna go and approach Chetla and see if Chetla's cool. Chetla being her horse.
cool
Right.
now? Are we cool? Are we good? No.
Do you try to pet Chetla?
Well, I let Chetla smell first, because they're not backing. If they're not backing up and nervous, let me smell me first, and then I'll pet her.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty easy to resolve. I just have one question for you, Molly.
Yes.
Or sorry, Giselle. On Lost Initiative, when the donkey bit Mikhail, did you think that was funny?
Yeah, I'm not an awful liar.
All right,
but-
she bites you. I'm kidding. But I'm tempted. No, she doesn't bite you. She actually nuzzles into your hand.
Yay.
You can tell she missed you too.
Okay, I'm very happy, and so is
Then
Lamia.
she bites you.
Yeah, okay.
Not hard enough to do any damage. Just one of the just the animal type where she bites your shirt or something.
Okay. Still,
I know I keep
That's-
teasing with that, but it would have been funny.
it would have been funny. I agree, but it's progress. Lamia feels more normal.
Because I can't help myself. That money could buy 3 million loaves of bread.
That's a lot
Wow.
of bread.
That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot of bread.
On the bounty, yeah.
That's a lot of.
And then depending, like if you convert D&D
That's
bread
enough
to
bread to
modern
feed
day
a
bread,
country.
like,
Yeah,
because bread's anywhere from like,
smaller loaves, in this day and age, but still.
yeah, it could be
fresh
anywhere
baked,
from like $3 to $1 if you're getting like cheap bread, or like even $6 if it's expensive bread. Still a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Like millions of dollars, tens of millions probably.
Hell yeah.
But anyway,
So yeah, so Chetla accepts you. What is this?
Good. Lamia will bring up something that I also forgot until I rewatched the video today. She will mention that Neluxfix said something about those that followed him will. It wasn't they will also fall, but they will suffer as he has, or something like that.
Right, so,
So-
we just doomed all those follower people that you ran into, the like family thing. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, but I guess if we find someone that's suffering from not being able to eat like normal vegetables or something, maybe we can point them the way to recover, so that they don't die like Neluxifix did.
I love your
And
optimism.
extra way to defeat him.
I think you're assuming they want to be rid of him.
That is also true. Like I said, I love your optimism.
I mean, if I was like, oh no, I'm feeling sick. Oh god, I hate this. And somebody's like, oh yeah, I caused that. Here's how you get rid of it. I'm just going to hear the I caused that part.
Well, I wouldn't say that's how I caused it. I would say, hey, this is how this will probably help.
I don't know. I think that's kind of a thing you do, but
Sam makes an excellent point.
Sorry, that's my fault. Here's how you hear it.
hang on, what? It killed me to put that cancer in her.
Well, the reason I'm
What?
bringing that up really is because I have a theory that Tobarusk might have been attached to Neluxfix via the Cult of the Ravenous thing. So he might be suffering right now, as far as we know. That's just the theory, though. Obviously we can't confirm unless he suddenly turns up and tries to kill us.
I mean, well,
You!
Suddenly,
Turn
Chetla
the
throws
other
off
way,
her
keep
cloak. It's
walking.
him. I was never a horse, you fool.
I was wearing stilts. No, anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
No,
but I guess that's something to keep in mind of like what if we see anybody suffering like that in the future.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I love your optimism. You think that they aren't already all just screwed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe they just need someone to point the way and ideas.
I'm saying that without a deity, a semi-deity protecting them immediately, they're probably all like, if we're not leaving here anytime soon, it's not like they're going to last very long. It's more of what I meant. If they just immediately started starving, unless we were just like found somebody soon.
Oh, okay. You think that that's how that would work?
Well, I mean, if it immediately started happening, then yeah.
All right, fair enough. I genuinely don't know how this would work. So,
Well, I mean, I don't either. I'm speculating based entirely off of how ending a magical effect works and then how starvation works. Because I know how those two things work, and that's about it.
Fair enough. Sounds like another sibling to the well-met farewell.
Well-met.
That's the middle child.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh man, that's good.
What were your parents like doing when they named you? Never mind. So projects in the city. I mean, I guess I'll get more specific with how Eli's like leave the city. Like, we know a way in and out of the walls.
No, I mean, look, you'll find here in the surrounding area of here.
We go through the cat tunnel, but
the problem is when you leave here, not as in exiting the city, as in exiting the surrounding area of the city. Like, you're probably good all the way out to your cabin, probably good a little farther than that. But like beyond that, who knows?
And it also makes me a little worried of like that's a big enough price that people might. I hate to like even think about it, but target like people we know or something to try and lure us to them.
I'd be honest. If anyone ever tried to attack my family, I'm pretty sure I would hear about it.
Well, I think
and feel pity for them. Honestly.
Like, people we've met along our way on our journey, accomplices, Sam's incredibly large extended family who's all over the place apparently.
Yeah. I was thinking more specifically just the Burtsides themselves, like I mean they do have the benefit of I'm assuming the White Thrush is still somewhat, or they didn't just like abandon that
area.
As far as you know, yeah.
So that's a weird benefit of like they're pretty close. So if like some bandits roll in, they're gonna be like, "Hold up, y'all aren't the Burtsides." We buy food from them for our guys. No. No, well,
I guess there's not really much we can do about that, though.
You're like, I mean, you're right. There's not much we can do about it. Unless we can leave here and go do things abroad, we're kind of just here. Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can send out letters to warn them that people might come after them.
I'm pretty sure if they've heard about the bounty, most of the people we know are smart enough to put two and two together. But if you like, right away.
Okay, I will.
Are there like bounty posters, or are there just like? Is it?
I mean, there would be if they were like
legitimate,
legal, like
by
legitimate
the law.
bounties. Yeah, these are clearly underworld type things. It's like word of mouth bounties. You're not gonna find any posters. You may find, drawings or whatever else on people who you defeat that are after it, or random harpies and be like, why did they have a picture of me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not at all
Right.
like a thing that has already happened.
Yeah. I guess besides because I still want to do the train dummy test thing with the sword at some point. I'm gonna go to see if I can find a sketch artist or like an artist. I'm gonna go commission a bounty poster for myself that I'm
Love
gonna
it.
mail to my family.
Love it.
Wow.
I'm
I'll get a
gonna.
couple copies.
I have to go grab some tissue because my nose is running down my face. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah. Because on the list of things I still want to do is the working out sword stuff. Guess that. And I think we're actually pretty tapped on healing potions.
I mean, yeah, we have like none.
Yeah, because I think we've used them all up, so that would be a good thing to grab as well at some point. At least some. I can get away with getting like cure light or moderate or what is it called? Minor?
No.
There is no minor.
Is it cure?
Yeah, light,
Anyway.
moderate, serious, critical.
Okay. Because of my skills that I have, when I give them to people, they're better.
Yeah.
Sucks for anybody else trying to drink them, but I mean, he's still healing.
I mean, I don't have much money on me right now, and I don't know how much money I would be able to get from my split, because Dave is the one keeping the track on that. And
Let's
I
pull
spent,
100 out.
I
100 out.
spent
They're
a
like
chunk.
they're like 50 each, correct? I
Cure
think,
light
For
is
light, yes.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
again, just to make sure that was heard, no, he is not keeping track of that. I confirmed that last session.
He said he was. Okay, whatever.
No, he didn't. He said he's not. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the split. It's just use what's needed.
Oh, he has
That's
the
confirmed
total,
last
but
time.
not the
He has
not
the total,
Like what
but he didn't bother splitting it because he doesn't care if one of you spends more than the other.
yeah. Which I think Sam's
Unless you go
down
and
with
try
that
to
as well.
withdraw your own amount, then it'll become a thing where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, yeah, I have my own separate.
Yeah,
But
we
otherwise
figured
you
that
just-
out.
Like, yeah, because when Sam went and asked Mayor for 100, he was just like, yep, here you go.
Yeah, because I was trying to like,
utilize permission unless it's over like 3K.
yeah,
Oh, right. I remember hearing that.
which
now.
makes sense
Okay.
for like
I'm
to me because it's a significant amount. Like,
Yeah,
so I think
Each
if
of you
you would
has,
like
like,
to,
roughly 5,000, roughly, is technically what the split would be. But so like, yeah, if you want to go get all of that, you can. But he's not like sitting there monitoring how much each of you has spent.
but no, I'm assuming we've been having all this discussion stuff at the beginning of the day.
Sure.
I guess,
Overpracticed or
at this point-
anything like that.
Yeah, Sam will be like, so Lami, if you're feeling better, you're eating fine, nothing's going nuts.
I mean, I'm eating slowly, so as far as I know, nothing's going nuts. I'm not eating a full thing until I feel way better.
Like, look, we have like a prime opportunity here to just to like feed you straight protein and like really get you like some muscle mass going.
Like eggs.
I mean, yeah, but I could also like I can go acquire protein.
I mean,
That sounds sketchy as fuck, but
Yes, that
That sounds
does. That's what I was gonna say.
I was thinking like fish and chicken, but you know, like
I am eager to try and eat protein again with it being cooked and seasoned. I'm just a little leery right now, is all.
I won't get you anything crazy like a horror of the deep, or as most people call them, octopus. But-
Okay. Octopus is fine.
Now, is it? Uh, Too many legs. I don't like it. It's not like it's a crab. At least they're armored. It's like squishy. You know, it's got to be something crazy if it's squishy and got that many legs. Yeah. No. uh,
Okay. So,
yeah.
all right. So, Sam, you want to go test out your sword?
Yeah.
That's crap out of the...
Which would be talking to some guard or maybe I forgot if I asked Kalon about that or not, or I'm like, oh yeah, I could probably ask her about it.
Not yet. You just thought about it.
Yeah. I might mosey my way down there because she's got daytime shift now. She may have already left though because it's past breakfast. I don't know. I'll go.
You know
to
which gate
where
she works at.
Yeah, I'll head over. I'll
gate.
probably go hit her up, man. Hit her up, not hit on her. No,
Are you sure?
I don't know, a little bit of both, maybe. I don't know.
Right, so you head over there. And so you head to the west gate. You can see that there are some guards hanging around. There's moderate activity going on in the city. You can see a few of them are just kind of talking nearby. Like you can see Kalan is like over next to the gate. And there's another one coming up side. Holy shit!
Thanks for
Oh,
the
hey,
follow.
Wade.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Wade. What's up, man? Thanks for the follow. Ah,
In
Oh,
the mess sub.
he's
Thanks.
spent money.
Oh,
Jesus. Thanks, dude. Holy crap! I really appreciate that.
Oh, the Natsu will definitely appreciate that.
That's awesome.
And you got one too.
Dude, yes, I know. I'm so hyped for tomorrow. It's only... Fuck, it's 23 hours away. But you know what? At least it's not a week. So,
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm super looking forward to playing with you guys again. So Panda, Sam,
Yes.
so you head over. You can see that there's a couple of guards. You see Kalan on one side of the gate. You see what looks like just another guard you like semi-recognize on the other side of it. And it just keeps chiming.
Wait, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Before I go there, can I go get baked goods to bring to them? Because that's a great way
Yeah.
to get guards to like you more.
You're gonna bring
Here, have donuts.
Police some donuts, yeah.
And I'll
They're
pay
not actually the
I don't
police,
know.
but yeah.
Yeah. Silver,
Not?
whatever.
That's awesome.
Disappointment.
Cool. Yeah, so
I'll
you grab
pay
some baked
gold,
goods.
which is probably too much. Yeah.
Jeez. That's a bit.
Hey,
that's a
if I'm
bit
buying
much.
them from the people that I like, so
Oh, the Grilson, the bakery.
yeah.
Okay.
Of course, I'm gonna do repeat sales.
So you tip really hard and still get like a lot of stuff. So you come jogging over with like actual baskets of baked goods. So yeah, you start coming up there. You can see that before you get there, like you can see that same scene that I saw or that I was described. And there's like a few like smaller buildings that are kind of near the gates, which, you know, some of them are just like kind of not fancy little like tiny houses for some people, but the ones, closest to the gates actually sort of act as like little, almost like rest stops and things for when there's like heavy guard duty or if they have to be on watch for something specific. Some of them will like stay in those, like sleep, eat, do whatever they need to, and then come back out. So there's like little tables and stuff posted out of them, and you can see that obviously these like little tiny hut ass buildings are they weren't even made with like awnings or anything to shield from the constant rains because they're just not made like that. So they've had to like set up their own, like just put stakes in the ground with like a big waxed like sheet of some kind over it so the rain rolls off of it, and then there's like a little table under it that's like partially getting wet. You can see they're kind of like all scoot in to like, so they're only getting a little bit wet. There's like 3 or 4 of them kind of huddled under that, all talking. And like as you're passing them, you can hear one of them just say, "Yeah, he's going to the front lines. I pray twice as much now and hope it does twice as good. And you see, like, someone else, like, kind of, like, pat him, like, gives, like, a firm grip on the shoulder. And as you're getting a little bit further up, like, right before you reach those people and you hear that, you kind of notice that there is sort of a somber energy amongst them. Usually you see them kind of either joking around or just kind of bored, or they kind of, get, like, they seem to, like, animate a bit as they see someone, like, approaching, or they're just doing more stuff. They all seem kind of somber. And so then you come over, I'm assuming, like, offer some of the baked goods to the people sitting at the table. They're all really thankful. They're clearly, like, a little distracted, but also very surprised. You just come over and are like, hey, here, these are fresh, So they're like, oh, yeah, thank you, appreciate that. Mr. Goodbean, yeah, you're as nice as they say you are.
Yeah, these are from the Grotson. I throw the name out. I'm like, yeah, just that's where I get all my baked goods.
Just really running that VR there, bud.
Yeah.
One of the guys across the table is just like, that's how you know it's good shit. That place is awesome. And they all start kind of pulling stuff out, and you hear a few more thank yous. You can kind of tell just like there's a little bit of awkwardness to it, almost like they're like not used to people doing that, because usually they're the bad guys, right? It's like, hey, quit doing that, right? So they don't have to, like, every day they don't have to come and like save someone, and they don't always do it anyway. So they're pretty thankful. There's like another table of them, and like as you go to the second table, others start to notice. There's like random people, of course, that are like walking through that are like, oh, I want a pastry. They don't ask.
I got like multiple baskets. I'm like, yeah,
right.
You take them.
So you start just spreading a bunch of goodwill, and by the time you get over to the gate where Kalan is, she's got kind of like a wry smile on her face. And she's just like, you've turned making friends into a hobby, I guess.
Well, everybody seems kind of dour. Dour? It's not the right word. I don't know. My Lewis is kind of rough, but melancholy. Anything kind of. Learn those ones first because they were the hardest.
Melancholy. I don't think I've ever heard anybody use that word. Where'd you learn that? Eli teach you?
I had a bunch of books on different stuff because the Goodbean family's so spread out that we have many people that don't all speak the same language.
That actually makes sense. Okay, so you're just here shedding some, or sharing some cheer, spreading cheer around the city.
Yeah, something like that. I did have a question for you. During my travels, my sword, I kind of like knock on the hilt. I had something kind of done to it, and it does other stuff now, like a magical thing. I took it to a feller, and he looked at it and said that it had a chance to like make things explode when you hit things with it.
You're talking about
what his best guess was. Yeah. He didn't quite figure it out. That was his best guess.
Now that he's touched it, I wouldn't be surprised if something exploded.
Yeah. Don't forget, you were chosen to have that sword.
Yeah.
The luckiest Volu.
By the gods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gods. There is.
Like, hey, Dad, I'm going on an adventure. Oh, take this sword that some dude left here. One of our family members is real big.
Oh gosh.
It's like it's like an umbrella bucket, like or something like that. Umbrella golf club sword umbrella. Like,
I like that as the backstory of that sword is they were like all the adults were sitting around talking shit about it, and like young Sam went and like grabbed it and they just like caught him like swinging it around the backyard like, you can have it if you want to. Like, no, but I mean, we just see some potential in maybe it's like they just gassed you up and you're like, yeah, and now you're like a fucking badass with it legitimately.
Oh god, what do we do? But no, I know y'all have like I say I know, uh, some like training areas where y'all probably use like training weapons on some like dummies and stuff to practice and do things like that. Uh, I was wondering if I like front the cost on like one of those dummies, if I could have some practice time with one of them.
Oh,
In case
just
it
to
does
use
explode.
a training dummy.
In case it explodes.
I mean, I guess you can pay for it if it explodes, but otherwise, I mean, you're a friend of the city, Sam. We're not going to charge you just to swing at a piece of wood with some straw on it.
I mean, he does. It's not made to be swung at with a real weapon, you know. I mean, you can do it, but
Yeah, we'll put one of those leather bracers on the front of it so you don't cut it in half. If you snap it, you snap it. We can make another one. Here, I'll show you where they are. She kind of like steps like away from the wall, and then like you see one of the other guards from like the second table you went to, still chewing, comes like, no, because if you step away, then I gotta start my shift early. I'll take you over there, Sam. Just because y'all sweet on them doesn't mean you get to leave work early. And she just kind of rolls her eyes and goes, like, takes a few steps back.
all right.
All right. I guess I'll see you later, unless he decides to flirt with you too. Wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, I'm me.
Don't worry, Sam. We don't need her. These women all the same. Can't handle when two strapping young lads are walking off together. And he's like, and then he like nudges and goes, I'm married, don't worry.
Yeah. Interested in a trouble? No.
That's the most appropriate no homo.
Oh my goodness.
No.
But yeah, he'll take you over to like a small area in the southwest end of the city. It's not too far from where you are, really. You just kind of like walk along the wall for a little while, just sort of make small talk with you, and then you can see that there's actually like a little training yard set up. There's like a part of the wall that like actually has like a big large like wooden panel that kind of sticks out to block the rain. So there's this area where it's just sort of falling around it. And you can see that it's like hoisted up with like little like diagonal pieces of wood just like higher up. Looks like it'd be kind of a bitch to fix when it breaks. When it breaks, just that's a lot of water falling on it constantly, and it's not super well made. So you can just like picture one of these guards having to like get a ladder and like climb all the way up there and like hold this thing up and try to like hammer like pittons into the wall and like try to fix this shit. And that likely going poorly, but it does keep the training area fairly dry, or at least part of the training area dry. But you can see that some of it is like obviously still getting soaked by the constant rains, which is probably on purpose because they need to be able to train to fight in like mud and under the rain and all that shit as well.
Yeah.
But it's nothing fancy. Like these aren't. We're talking about like just regular. This is. I wouldn't even call them all town guards. Just by the time that they get to this point, these are think like level 1, maybe level 2 NPC warriors, right? That come over here to practice, with the occasional that's like a 3rd level. Like Kalan's like 3rd, right? So, she's not super strong or anything. But yeah, you do find the area. You see a few of these like training dummies sticking up. One's got like a bucket on the head. Some have just like, which obviously like scrap metal and other stuff like kind of wrapped around them to like simulate armor. You can see some have like ropes and other things tied to them that are supposed to like simulate like certain targets. Like if you were like arranged slightly differently to like practice different things. But he brings you over this like thick piece of essentially just hide that you can see has like multiple cuts on like the inner part of it where people have like couched weapons in it and then like pulled like a strap across it to like hold like the piece of hide on like the front edge of the weapon so that they like smack into something, it doesn't cut it. So he hands you that to put on your Falcata Magna. And she's like, all right, well, I mean, I'm not going to babysit you. I figure you know how to use that thing. So, I mean, if you blow up the whole area or something, I guess come let one of us know.
Yeah, I'll hopefully that won't happen. Again, not quite sure what this does yet. Somebody said explode, so that's what hopefully it's like, look, I'll be happy if it's a big explosion, but I don't want that to happen here, you know. Also for my safety.
As long as it's not too big. I mean, closest building is about 40 feet from you, so you got a lot of clearance, but let's try not to use it, yeah?
Yeah. So I'm just imagining, like, yeah, I got this new weapon. It's just like a mortar on a stick. like,
I don't know what this doohickey is, but I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
It's just... You get like the zoom out shot. Cool. So he leaves you to your training.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're swinging this thing around, it definitely... There is something different about it. Like, it feels easier to swing. You don't know if it's lighter, but it is definitely easier to wield. You seem to hit your targets with like a lot, like just like over time, noticing like a little bit more accuracy for sure. You don't know if it's just that you've gotten better or just the weapon's gotten better. Like, it looks weird, but eventually you start kind of getting into your training a little bit more, and you decide, you know, obviously there's a point where you're like, okay, I gotta really hit one of these hard. Like, I can afford to you know, pay for the dummy or even make a new one. But I gotta see what happens, because he said you have to really connect with this thing to get the explosion to go off.
Yeah.
And also it's got this like leather chunk on the front of it, so you're not sure if that's messing with it. But whatever, you decide, you know, I'm gonna give it like a real good shot on one of these. And when you do take this swing, like actually like full bore attack this thing, trying to hurt it, not necessarily power attack or anything, but just actually trying to see if you can damage it through the deal. You cut through that piece of hide. So you impact and your blade goes through the protective hide that's on the end of the falcata and through the dummy. And you can see this like shimmering blue energy that seems to like course through the dummy itself. And it just seems to like linger there for about 12 seconds before it finally fades.
Mm.
The dummy's not destroyed, you just like cut off one of the arms of it, right?
Yeah.
And now that leather strap is ruined. Or the hide protector is ruined.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, that definitely did something.
For 2 rounds.
Yeah. I guess, can I keep going? And if that happens again, I'm gonna try an immediate like follow-up attack and see if I can notice a thing.
Yeah. Okay. So you decide to keep going. First, like a few just like testing cuts. Now that it doesn't have that leather piece, it's just like, okay, yeah, this thing cuts. This thing cuts better than it did. No doubt about that. Even just hitting the like pieces of scrap metal, that kind of shit, it just slices right through it. Like, it's obviously not real armor, but you're not even going that hard, and it's having no trouble. And then you finally give it, you know, another good smack, lop off like another one of the arms, cut like the whole front part of it open, a bunch of stuffing goes flying, and you can see that blue glistening on like the stuffing, and whatever cushion was in the front of this thing also has it, but of course mostly in the wound that you struck. And this time when you follow up on it, as you're swinging, you can see this like streak of blue as you notice the veins in the blade are also glowing. And this time when you cut through it, the whole dummy just flies apart. There's no fiery burst. There's basically just like a whooshing noise. and like as soon as you hit it, just boom! It just goes in all directions. You like flinch as like a piece of wood goes flying by your head. So now that you've had a chance to kind of practice with this, obviously you destroyed the dummy. So you're like, okay, I gotta pay for that. But what you've learned is this. With this weapon, first of all, your Falcata Magna is now a +1 weapon. It is a +1 enhancement bonus. So instead of just the +1 to attack for it being masterwork, you also get a +1 to damage.
Give me a second. Okay. Where's the Falcata Magna? Okay, there it is.
See, all of its attacks, make sure you add that +1 to damage.
+1.
And
+1 to attack and damage? I'm sorry.
yes, it was already masterwork, so don't add an additional +1 to the attack. That was already calculated.
Okay. So just damage then. Okay.
Yeah, just damage in this case.
Okay.
Okay. So, and now, when you critical hit something, you will deal an extra d6 of slashing damage. So just basically add like 1d6, like just 1d6 to the damage whenever you crit.
Okay.
And if you hit the same target within the next 2 rounds, it detonates and takes 2d6 force damage.
Takes 2d6 force damage. Nice. And force damage is like that's like what magic missile does, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Not a lot of things that I can remember that do force. I think
It's
that's
not a super common energy type. Yeah,
It is
super
not.
common. Eli has, I think at this point, most of the spells that deal it. Force
Yeah,
punch
that's
and
what I was
magic
about to
missile.
say. I have many of the force spells.
I was adding that under the description of the Falcata. Go in it when it's not me doing stuff. Actually, put it on the weapon. These take 2d6 force. That's on top of
The extra d6, the extra d6 slashing. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I crit, it does the extra d6, and if I hit it again after that crit
Correct.
in 2 rounds,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I make sure I had that wordage right, not like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, not at the same time.
Mhm.
Now, granted, if you crit twice, so like if you critical hit and then critical hit again,
Yeah.
that,
Okay.
that force damage will be doubled, so it'd be 4d6 instead of 2. Yeah. So essentially, the critical hits with that thing have become really gnarly. It was already pretty scary. Just give it a minute. Let me know.
Leave that
once you
crit
have
alone.
Typed it the way that you will understand it.
Damage +1. I'm just gonna throw that in the description of the weapon itself. Crit 1d6. And I'm assuming that's still like slashing or whatever, like the first damage type for the crit. Or is the
Yes.
d6 also force? Okay,
No,
that's
d6 is slashing. Yeah.
Okay.
The 1d6 is slashing. The 2d6 afterward is force.
Okay, yep. I have it all inputted correctly. There we go. Sadly, that's going to have to be like additional rolls. Just, I whirl and then
Yeah.
roll a d6. Yeah, because I can't. Like, I'm sure there's a way I could try to format that, but I ain't gonna do that.
Not really. Yeah, not really.
Yeah, it's not super worth it for. Yeah, I crit on 19s. Yeah.
So if it happens, it's cool. It's just extra bad.
That's a hell of a bonus for a crit, seeing as it normally does 2d4.
Mm-hmm. Your crits are gnarly. They're really fucking gnarly now. But cool. So yeah, you finally figured out what the hell it does, and it does blow stuff up.
Yeah,
it doesn't set them on
fire.
Not
how I thought it. Yeah,
right.
Which I guess is good. I mean, you don't necessarily want to explode, set on fire everything.
Right.
Ghost hate it.
That would be slightly less effective when it's always raining too. So.
Yeah.
Cool. So there you go. Now you know what it does.
Yeah, cool. I will. I will tidy up the pieces that have exploded, and kind of put them in a thing, and I'll see if there's anything to like make notes or like leave a note on it, and I'll leave like a silver piece.
There's definitely not anything to leave notes on nearby unless you carve it in the mud.
Yeah,
there's definitely not just like parchment sitting around.
Yeah, there's those pieces of leather, but I don't know if I could. I don't think I have anything to write on that with. I guess I could use like a piece of charcoal. That would work. Maybe. Just sorry, GB or SG.
Oh my gosh.
And then cool.
All right. So you leave a silver piece there.
Yeah. And
I guess if the destroyed wood.
Yeah. The first guard I'll just be like, hey, I got permission. I'll just be like, hey, man, I got permission to use when I was training dummies, and I was worried I was going to destroy it. I did. I left like a silver in there for y'all to fix it and hopefully get some new ones made. I also cut through one of those things you put over the swords. I left it all in there. I tried to tidy up best I could in case there's something you can reuse out of it.
Okay. Thanks. I'll tell someone, I guess.
I just don't want somebody to get there and be like, "Oh shit, somebody destroyed one of our deals." But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. You tell him you like left money over there.
Yeah, I did.
He said he left a silver.
I left a silver
I missed
to
that.
cover.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
Okay, and then he actually goes over there immediately because somebody might be like, ooh.
Like, ooh, a coin.
Money.
Yeah,
Free.
Like, they don't know it's for someone necessarily. They don't even read.
Oh, damn, that's $20. I'm picking that up.
Yeah,
right. Exactly. So he goes over there immediately. He's like, shit, okay, well, let me go get that. So, cool. So you tell someone, and then do you just head straight back to the office?
Yeah. Besides picking up some health potions, so that's gonna be probably get some coin from Mare, so I don't have to spend all the money I have on myself again, type thing.
Yeah.
But other people can go if they would like.
Potions are for cowards.
I mean, call me General Retreaty. I'm like,
right.
Oh. You know what would have been super helpful in some of these fights? More health potions.
Y'all have run out twice.
You're not wrong. So.
I want to look like Gundam Heavy Arms, but like when they pop open, they're just health potions.
Heavy heals. Or Healy arms.
Healy arms.
Damn, Harley, what are you doing? Did you trip standing still? What the hell was that?
I was thinking of bananas. I slipped.
Speaking of freaking bananas, I'll get right back to it in a second. So, I got real mad earlier. You'll notice that's just like a regular part of my life that happens. But, so I had 3 bananas left, right? I had 4 bananas left. I had 4 bananas. They were like at that point where I'm like, I have 2 days. You know? So I gotta eat 2 bananas today, 2 bananas tomorrow, then I'll have them out of here before they get overripe and attract even more fruit flies. And I have a pretty decent sense of it when I'm paying attention, and I was paying attention. So I go to take 1 banana off of this bunch, it's like 3 bananas, and then there's like that one in the front, you know. I was like, I'm gonna get that one in the front because it's like a straggler, you know. That's just nature. You pick off the weak, whoever's isolated. Well, this bastard wanted to fight back. All right, so I was trying to peel it off, and I was like, God damn it, this thing's being a pain in the ass. And I try to like do the thing where you like twist to like to like loosen the hinge on the banana bunch. And as I'm doing that, it kind of like peels, it like twists part of another one. And so like the whole hinge of it like all turned, and it partial peeled the 3 bananas on the other fucking side of it. And the one that I'm trying to peel is completely intact. It murked its whole herd to protect itself. So we ate all of them. Harley got a whole banana. I ate a whole fucking banana. And the food that I was making for him on the stove got 2 bananas. Yeah, I was bad. I was like on my break. I wasn't even like on a lunch. I didn't have like a lot of time to deal with that shit. I was just on a break. I'll grab a banana real quick and I'll share it with Harley. And it was like, no, if I die, the legacy dies with me. Peel.
I've definitely done that before with 2 ripe bananas of like, there's 2 left in a bunch and I grab both of them. And I'm like doing like this to peel. I want to break this one off, and it breaks at the top of the other one I'm holding and just like peels it halfway down the back. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm eating this one now.
Yeah, which would have been fine, but it peeled 3 other goddamn bananas.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, as much as I love bananas, I have never wanted 3 bananas in one sitting. I've wanted 2 when I really wanted bananas, you know, but not like 3 was just like, bro, I don't want a third.
3 is like
banana. Like, God, I'm already gonna be thirsty, you know.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that was my rant. So yeah, I told everyone in my work chat, I was just like, hey, so this just happened, so if I'm angry, this is why. But anyway, Sam, you get done. You figured out the mystery of your sword. And you head back to the office, it sounds like, after you're gonna head back to the office to get money. Cool. Yeah. Money. Back in the office, anything specific from Lamia?
Lamia's gonna go ahead and write letters to home and house Clint's
Markham.
Oh, the Markham family.
To the Markham people, the Markham family, that hey, there's technically a bounty on us. Careful, someone might come out to you and I guess hold you hostage or whatever. Kind of letter.
May try to come after you to get to us, type of deal.
Yeah.
God.
Let's see.
Yeah,
is
sure.
there anyone? Oh,
I'm gonna run and grab a drink.
Sorry, I was trying to think if there was anybody else that Lamia would be worried about, but I can't remember. Because she would leave the Birdsag family for Sam to write a letter to. So just to her home and the
Markham estate.
Not Markham. Oh no, it is
yes,
Markham. Markham Manor. Along those lines. And after, I guess, she tries to get it sent off, she was going to walk along the edges of Saigon just to kind of get an idea of where the halberd is trying to point her to, so that she can have an idea of like where she has to look forward to try and slay the enemy the halberd spirit wants slaying.
You're gonna walk like the entire perimeter?
Yeah.
You will be gone all day, just so you know.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
It's
that'll
a
be
whole
fine.
ass city. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I guess we will come back to that. Anything from Eli? Or is he just waiting? Or are you just going to try to continue what you were doing?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to continue to try and find ways to get across the country without getting, murdered.
Cool. Okay, so you leave. Some time passes. You ask a few questions here and there, follow up on a few leads you've made during the week. At one point, we were coming to stop back by the office, maybe to grab something, just check in, whatever reason. A few hours later, when you get back, there's someone there. You don't recognize this person. They, just a maybe early 30s, Vishkanya, kind of just brown scales, really. Their eyes are a bit different. Normally they have that like amber burnished gold look to them for Vishkanya eyes, but his are kind of pale. They're like a very pale blue. It almost makes you think that like maybe he's a really Vishkanya looking Ulukana, just because the eyes are normally like always the same. Or something, but either way, it kind of stands out. And his hair is actually in like long, like loose braids. He doesn't really look Ulus to you, just like the first glance. He's like got like a waxed cloak and stuff that you can tell, was very recently quite wet. The hood's down, but as you enter, you can see that Mayor would seem to have been talking to him right as you come back in. He says, he's there. He is right now. And he kind of steps to the side and says, Eli, this is... and the man says, Takil. You'd been asking some questions I think I might have answers to.
Oh, all right. Which question? I ask a lot of questions. You're going to have to be a little bit more specific than that.
I'd be happy to. Maybe we could speak in your office?
Sure, right this way.
He just like steps out of the way and lets you lead. And as you're like about to follow, I forgot. Mayor kind of puts like a hand on your arm, and he just like whispers and says, his knuckles are tattooed. Like as you're walking away, and you recall it's the same as Yanish. You remember that organization he's a part of, the Moruk. That's their mark.
Okay.
Which, as far as you know, you're in good with them.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. As far as I know.
So you head to your office. She kind of stands there somewhat awkwardly. Door closes. Once you take a seat, he doesn't wait. He just takes a seat after you do. Or if you gesture for him to first, either way, he follows whatever niceties you set.
Yeah.
And he sits and says, "All right. I don't detect any divinations here. This office isn't warded."
No.
Surprising. Huh. Well, look, I did a quick scout of your perimeter. I didn't find anything I didn't like, so we at least have a few minutes to speak openly. You're familiar with Yanish, which means you are familiar with who I tend to run with. So you've no need to fear or be uncertain. I'm here as an ally, or at least potential one. It's no secret among the underworld, as it were, that you and your friends are in a bit of a dangerous situation outside of your city.
Right.
Yes. Well, I think I have some ways to help you. If you need to move eastward, it would be easier, but westward can be arranged.
Okay.
I have some contacts who can get you places. Some of them are dangerous, but maybe less so than a knife in the back. Yeah.
I mean, that's good. That's a low bar, but sure.
You will find many of those in your line of work, I'm certain.
True enough.
Well, this bar will lead you into a bit of a wilderness area if you need to go west. Maybe you are aware, this land has many tunnels, catacombs, passages beneath the ground. They lead all over the place. Oftentimes, how do I put this? Many more would be mapped if there weren't so many full of people who don't want them on maps. Often you go looking for tunnels, you don't come back. I know a tunnel most don't come back from, but you could, because I know the people who protect it, which means I could get you passage.
Okay.
It requires you solve a problem, of course. No favors are purely altruistic. At least none you can trust.
Well, that's true.
So, west of Kuren, that town even further west than this, it's off the roads into the hills area. There was a cave many months ago. There was an Etin. You know an Etin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
The giants with the two heads.
Right.
Aye, there was one there, and it took a lot of people to get there and deal with it. A couple of different rounds of attempts. The first one went very terribly, and the second group that went, they found out why. There were two of them.
Okay.
Yes, rare. Yes, a mated pair, in fact. And when they killed one of them, the other was driven deeper into the caverns. So they were able to free up this cave, and they sealed off where the other one retreated, and sealed it in the area where the people I know usually moved around. So the passage has since been a bit blocked. They had to cut it off from many angles so it wouldn't come out into their living spaces, we'll call them. Well, it's a problem that could use solving. You cleared out this Etin creature and whatever forces it's amassed. You should be able to pass through if you need to go westward. The people there can even provide you some mapping that you can use. Clandestine inks, of course. It requires some materials to see it, but they can provide these so that you can navigate well.
Okay. Great.
It's just small price to pay.
Yeah. Well, of course, I'll have to run this by my associates, but I'm quite sure that when we need to move westward, we'll end up taking you up on this offer and knocking this out for you.
Of course. You know, obviously this will help them greatly. They're not necessarily my people, but an ally is an ally. I believe you're acting against Dorat Inquisitions or Acquisitions. Inquisitions? I think they are the same for them.
Inquisition.
In this case, they seem to be the same. But yes, that is correct.
Good. I think I would like to see them lower the peg. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So haughty. Too big to fail. But, you know, you can't know that until someone tries to bring you down, right?
True.
Yeah. Just know, you have some people rooting for you. We may come visit, depending on your success.
Also good.
Yeah. I mean, nothing like securing future work together.
Right. Exactly.
But I will not be staying in the city because, well, your country has a fucking war to the east of it. So Does not seem like a smart decision for someone like myself, but I've passed the information along to Yanish, and he is either braver than I or young. So he will be present. I believe you know how to find him.
I do, thank you.
Of course, you're welcome. What's the best place to eat in the city before I leave?
There's a couple places, but I'm gonna just go ahead and recommend the Coin Collar. As long as the cook's in, it's fantastic. Personal friend of ours, does a really great job.
The Coin Collar. Yeah, people keep talking about that place. But people think it's haunted.
Yep.
He kind of scoots his chair in, and he speaks in Tertian, and says, "Is everyone here such a bumpkin? Really believe that?"
Well, I'm not going to speak to that effect, but I will say that they do a good job to keep up the mystique and really kind of push the vibe, so to speak. Plus, whether or not I've seen the real deal or not it could be illusions, it could be whatever, but you definitely see things when you go there if you're there on the right times, the right days.
Really?
Really?
Huh. So it is not all poor education. Actually speaking Tertian, so it's not all just poor education.
Right. Not all of it.
Huh. Well, maybe I should change my expectations. You learn something new every day. He leans forward, shake your hand. Eli?
Thank you for your coming in and having a chat with me and on your valuable information. Appreciate it. Do take care.
You shake his hand?
Yeah.
Okay. You can see the tattoos on the knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get like an actual good look at the ones on Yanish's hand. You get a much better one when this guy actually shakes your hand, kind of like across the desk, out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not trained in linguistics, so this is just an intelligence check.
Ooh, okay.
Our first roll of the night. What will it be?
I know. Open my thing. Open. There we go. Did it roll? There we go. Now it rolled. Okay, it was being weird. Sorry. Oh, bad.
Oh, fine.
It wasn't a 1 though.
So the characters actually look a little like Persian, but like you can't. It's like ones you've never seen before. Almost like if you just imagine looking at like the English alphabet and you suddenly see like a Cyrillic character, you're like, what the fuck is that? Like,
That's not.
I think they're from the same.
There.
Yeah, it'd be like if you had no awareness of like what the Cyrillic alphabet looked like or whatever. It'd be like, well, that looks like a letter, but like what letter is that? It's almost like that same effect where it's like I'm pretty sure I speak this language. What is that? But you can't like recognize specifically what they are. Just that they look familiar to Tertian script, but there's a lot of Tertian characters, so they might just be ones you don't know.
That is true.
Most Tertian people are not fully literate. They're just literate enough because it is a very complicated written language.
Literate enough.
Yep. One of those languages. Uh-oh. What happened, Panda? Is your coffee cold?
No, don't worry about it.
Worse?
It just don't worry about it.
Okay, fair.
It just doesn't taste good. Yeah.
Fair. So, shakes your hand, and he'll take his leave. You notice he also has the like the lingering gaze on Rahala for a second. It's not quite as overt as Yanish, because Yanish was like trying to riz her up, whereas this guy's just kind of like, okay, but he keeps walking, and you can like tell Rahala notices, but just goes back to like reading the book she's reading. But then when he's finally gone, must be like out of the office. She's like, Could you please stop bringing gangsters around?
Occupational hazard, I'm afraid, but should be the last one for a bit.
Thank goodness. At least he doesn't keep bothering me, asking me to let him pay for dinner.
Right. That's good.
Yes, it is. You don't think I'm in trouble telling them no all the time, do you?
Probably not.
I don't like that answer. No, you took too long to say it. Oh no. I don't want to have to change my name and flee to another country. Can we do something about Yanish then?
I don't know. Maybe?
I'm just never going to the coin.
Sorry, just.
I just won't go to the coin collar during the day, I guess. Anyway.
Yeah.
Now you have a thing. You have a way to go out west. You do have to deal
savvy,
with an Etten.
Yeah, savvy people who maybe remember this. We had quest choices when we first started, and that was dealing with the vague description of an Etten was one of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, joining a group of other mercenaries to deal with an Etten. Yeah.
I'll say honestly, I didn't remember that in the slightest. So, cool.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely one of the choices.
Oh no, I
don't know if
believe I do, but
I don't know if it's actually in here. It's not in here. It'd be back in like our chat or whatever. But
yeah.
But yeah, that was one of them. So yeah, now you get to see. Now you get to see how that turned out. And there were two. Woo!
Good thing we didn't have to deal with two Ettins.
Yeah.
One Ettin's bad enough.
I mean, what? Like, there's probably another set of two down there if we do that. Well, one is like the parent and one's the child.
Oh wait, I can make you guys kill a child. Is that allowed? I thought I couldn't do that.
Child of a.
You wouldn't let me. You wouldn't let me splatter a harpy egg.
Yeah, and I wasn't happy about it.
I didn't get to. You were like, no, this bothers me. So there's been no other dead babies, but it's fine if they're huge and ugly.
No,
it's
not.
It's fine if they're huge and ugly. Yes. That is
the implication is it doesn't look like a baby or a child. Then I
so
won't
as long
know
as
any
it
better.
doesn't look like a baby.
So as long as it's an ugly baby, we're good.
No!
That's what she said.
Sounds like Danny DeVito.
Long as it's huge and ugly.
Hey, don't disrespect my man Danny like that.
Yeah, that's
it looks like Danny DeVito if you just stretched him out.
Yeah.
He doesn't
okay, then unfortunately that would be okay, question mark? Because Danny DeVito's an older man, so it wouldn't look like a baby. So
as long as it doesn't look like a baby, okay.
Well,
I just have to make all of the children and babies look like real old.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that'll help. Will make me think. Oh, they're actually old.
Even if they goo goo gaga and drool on themselves and breastfeed, they'll just.
Okay, that would upset me, but that just means that I have to go out of my way to protect this mentally ill person.
Listen, I hope it would upset you the idea of a baby-sized old man breastfeeding. This should be really upsetting.
I still think that's like the weirdest curse you could possibly throw out. Maybe not the weirdest, but it's pretty up there that all the children like Benjamin Button, basically, but they never get younger. They just stay old.
Oh my god.
Weird, wrinkly babies.
It's terrible.
Should we get back on topic?
Yes.
I mean,
this is the topic now.
So
look at me. I am the topic now.
I am topic now. So so he leaves. You have a conversation with Rahala. Sam, obviously by this point you would have come back to the office to retrieve some monies.
No, go away.
All right, I turn around. Like,
Kidding.
I
Probably-
take off my hat, put it on the thing, pick it back up, turn around. Grandpa Simpson. Abe, that's his name.
Yes, Abe Simpson.
So you guys are back in the office. Lamia is still gone.
I'll figure it out.
Figured out. You know, usually when people say things, they have context to what they say.
Sometimes when I hit stuff with my sword, it's gonna like have a little, gonna like be a blue thing. And if I hit it again, it'll explode.
Okay.
But not like a fiery explode. Kind of like how you're like.
Uh-huh.
I just keep doing this. I don't know what you call it. The things you shoot out, when those hit, they kind of go, it looks like that, sort of.
Sure. That makes
So, yeah,
sense. Those were words.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully we'll figure it out. Hopefully for the rest of the campaign, Sam never got a critical with Alcata Magna.
Oh my god, that could happen. That'd be so sad.
That is
could.
absolutely possible, bro.
It's so
Anyway,
possible.
It's
Impossible, in fact.
it's not. Yeah. No, did that. He kind of like looks around the office and starts doing like this thing, and he's like, maybe over there. Oh. How do you feel about some artwork?
I have questions.
Uh-huh. It's gonna be a bus. I mean,
And I mean, there's a Mr. Gaia shrine in the office, so.
yeah.
Yeah, that's different. You can't
That's
just
not the
open a
artwork I thought you were
sentence.
talking about.
Yeah, right. You can't just open a thing with "How do you feel about artwork?" as like I like art in general.
All right, and I turn to leave.
Question?
Speaking of artwork, what did you get? What happened to the rest of the figurines in that box?
Oh, that's a good
Sam
question.
stole one
Yeah,
and made it look like there was nothing missing.
yeah. I don't remember what I did with that either, or what I had planned to do with that either. I forgot all about those. I think I left them on Paul's desk.
Yeah. Okay.
Is Rahala just like, like I don't, like, making weird two statues kiss? I don't know.
Or she could view it as sexual harassment.
Well, she's not one of them.
No, but I'm saying, like, you
Yeah.
leave a box full of sexy figurines on top of
She
the
just
lady's
thinks that's
desk.
also Yanish.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, that
I'm
would
just saying.
be,
She thinks that's also Yanish.
yeah, that would be the most likely thing.
If I was leaving
Okay.
like
Fucking guy just
lingerie
came in
or
here
something
and
like
left.
that.
Yep.
You know what?
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, she definitely would. Lamia and Eli, you both know about the figurines because she would have brought them up.
Mhm.
So we'll assume that they are either in. So they're either in your closet, Eli, or they're in Hattie's stuff. That's not actually her stuff.
Yeah.
Hattie's mess. I think I'd agree with that.
So it's one of the two. I don't know which one you think that they would actually have made it to.
No, who knows? Probably
Well,
the
I-
mess.
Okay, so it's in Hattie's mess. Cool.
Because
Well,
she
who
could
knows?
potentially find a thing to do with them.
I mean, yeah, they're probably just around. They're honest, I honestly think that she probably has them sitting. She's just like set them on top of things, so there's just like naked figurines just in places up there, and they just get moved around occasionally. She's like, "This still doesn't look right." No, I want this one over here, and the he should be up there. Okay. No, he shouldn't be the highest up. Like, just occasionally there should all in different places every time you go in there. Seems totally unbothered.
I mean, I expect nothing less.
You do occasionally hear her say something like, 7 is such a weird number. Why didn't he give us 8?
Like audible slurp of tea. Like
Sam just keeps manifesting a cup every time she questions it.
That's weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. I hate 7s too.
Yes, boo 7. I don't know. 5's where it's at. No,
That or being like, I don't know. 8's such an overrated number. 7's a cool number.
Yeah.
So cool, we shouldn't even ask questions about it.
Yeah. We should definitely never bring it up again.
But I think your
Well, I was
plan
gonna-
was to get clothes for the
Yeah,
thing.
and make tiny
is what-
clothes.
Yeah.
For the
I think I remember you saying that's what you wanted to do.
and just as a goof and be like, yeah, look, and you can pull up the shirt and she has tits. No, I don't. Just because it was even worse if you're like, yeah, it can be decent.
It's so mean, but it's an evil person, so it's like, I don't know. What are your morals?
Is it immoral to tease or like to fuck with an evil person? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sam's definitely getting a little more chaotic. That will say. But specifically for people that it's okay to fuck with.
I can also understand the idea of being like, okay, I'm going to take this and figure out what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah.
Because you can eventually decide, nah, it's too fucked up, and just not do anything. Or you could be like, I hate this person so much. Like,
Cut to the
I'm
ending
going
of
to
this
ruin their
campaign.
life. Right?
Cut to the end of this campaign. She's like summoned a demon. She's like, now, blah blah blah. And I just pull it out to break her concentration. Why do you have that?
Oh,
Imagine
No,
this-
what's funny is because we know she's a bit of a narcissist, so she'd
she
be like,
might.
"Oh, you know what? Okay, that's pretty good looking," and just completely demon dispelled.
Maybe I can bribe you to dropping these bounties.
Yeah. But
It's actually not. I mean, it probably wouldn't work. It might raise my
Probably
bounty.
Which was an objective you had.
Yeah, it's true.
oh boy.
But anyway, cool. So you guys are back together.
yeah.
I mean, it's still out.
It's kind of doing that weird artwork thing, and it's like, yeah, make a statue. Every now and then seeing one. No, I think it'd be funny to be not funny, but nice to have some, I don't know, maybe portraits of us as your employees and you as the employer in your office space, because we don't like have anything, you know. Sure, we got word of mouth, but
Do you really want to be employee of the month that bad, Sam?
I'm gonna get bounty posters for us made. I'm gonna put them in our office.
Okay, well, first off, in order to be Employee of the Month, you have to defeat Mayor, who is reigning Employee of the Month for checks like random thing on wall, 2 years straight. He also picks Employee of the Month, so shrug.
Hey, look, I'm assuming Hattie only gets it when it's her birthday, like her birthday month or something.
Her birthday month, she
Yeah.
gets Employee of the Month.
Yeah. I don't know. Mare has big Alfred energy. Alfred the butler from Batman. I ain't fighting Alfred.
Me either, dude. He's the person that scares me the most.
They're like, yeah, I'll fight. And Alfred just pulls out a side-by-side shotgun. It's like, okay.
Like, hey, it's
I'm
that
not
weird
Batman.
stick that Markham had.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
don't-
Look, I know I was talking all that good smack earlier. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Mare, will you help me dig the buckshot out of my skin? No.
Of course. Yeah, but anyway,
I'm sorry. But yeah.
so you know that stuff that happens. Cool. Anything else that day, or you guys just passing time?
I will start searching unless somebody else has something going on. I feel like I'm doing a lot.
No,
Lonnie's
I mean,
not
I
till
did
the end
my
of the
bit.
day. She's perimetering the entire city. So it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
take a
did,
while.
I did my main objective for the day.
I will ask if Rahal is in.
Mhm.
She might know. I mean, she doesn't. Hattie might. If they know of any artists in the city, specifically painting and or drawing.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there's a few painters. I mean, quite a few, really. You've seen how the buildings are here. You don't get to change those out with seasons unless a lot of people like to paint. So, I mean, if you've seen one you really like, I can maybe ask around and figure out the artist.
I'm trying to have some portraits commissioned.
Like normal portraits or something weird?
Something weird.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'll lie to Eli. Just I say that loud enough for him to hear.
What you saying fuck me for? What I do?
Oh man.
So, you say something weird, and then you hear like a thud from Hattie's area as she comes out of her area. Just what? What did you say? You said something weird?
Yeah, I'm trying to get some like art done.
So you want to get
Some
weird
portraits
art
or something.
Which kind of
I mean,
weird?
we're-
Like the figurines, or like a person with legs coming out of their ears or something?
No, I mean like it's gonna be regular portraits, but there's gonna be a lot of like character to them.
Huh. Yeah, I know some people paint like that. And Rahal's like I said, I can go ask around if you find something. I just need to know at least what mural to look at, so I'm pretty good at sussing out the signatures. And he's like, well, so am I. I mean, I've lived here forever. Yeah, let's go look at some art, and then we can figure out whose signature.
Sam fight. No.
And then we can like sleuth out who it is, and then we can just sort of pop up and be like, hey, we know who you are, and then you can, I guess, pay them for artwork.
I feel like if we pop up to an artist and say we know who you are, they're gonna be like, I swear to God, I'll have the money to you by sundown.
So you want to do it less?
Oh my.
I mean, yeah, it'll be good to help them pay for whatever debts they have.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
the
what
way
I
it
was
thinks.
thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I kind of glance at Rahal and I'm like, I guess Hattie and I will go look at art.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
Hattie is a local, so it does make sense.
Yeah. How do you think that statue should be up there? It seems kind of high. As soon as she like turns to look, I'm like to Rahal, I'm like, okay.
She gives you like the okay.
Yeah.
Just, it
Like,
runs
I just-
back into her area. See her rearranging those figurines again.
That feels like
No,
a
I
cruel
don't
trick to
want the
play, but,
man
it's
one
also
on
like-
top. I want this one on top, and this one over here. I can't tell. Oh, it's a cashier. Okay. She. Oh. They have a penis. Okay, you're gonna go over here. Okay, I'm done. She comes back out.
All right, yeah, we'll go look at some art and see if we can figure out somebody to have some portraits done or some art in general.
It'll be easy. First, you just have to figure out which one you really like. And she opens the door, runs outside, runs back in, grabs her axe, then goes back out.
All right, in case they're in an art fight, yeah. I mean, I guess it's better to be safe.
Look, after that, dead guy
Yeah.
that definitely didn't appear, I don't go anywhere without this unless I can't bring it.
Yeah. I'm just glad it didn't happen at my cabin in the woods. Or nothing bad has ever happened.
Yeah, me too. It happened in the ground. So it could have happened anywhere. But anyway, so you guys are going to go look for some art. Okay, so you can roll perception with a +2.
Hey. I get to roll! The word there was saying is about 1,000 boops on myself.
Yeah.
+2.
+2 from Hattie's assistance. Nice.
Oh, it's good.
26. So yeah, you guys look around for a few hours. You definitely see quite a bit of really nice artwork. But you're trying to find something that sounds like a bit more, not just like the best quality, not like photorealistic type, but there's something with like some character to it that's very creative. You do eventually find a few that kind of stand out. One being a mural on like the side of a house that is, at first it's kind of hard to tell what you're looking at. There's almost an optical illusion effect to one of the walls as you like approach it straight on, where they've clearly painted it in a way where underneath the awning it looks like a scene where there's like heavy rainfall, so it looks kind of strange, almost camouflaged under the rain going on in the city. And there's like a few people just like kind of walking around. It's like one of the streets in Saigon is what it looks like they painted. And at first you're like, oh, that's really cool. And like, you guys are like kind of walking up to it to look at it a bit closer. And you notice like some of the details on the people stand out. And like you almost miss it. As you can see, like most of the people are kind of silhouetted because it's like clearly overcast and everything else like that. But there's like, in the background of the scene, you see like one of the far away people is just kind of like, they're like looking as if they're looking out at you. And you can see a shadow behind them of like some big monstrous thing like about to eat them. Just like it's like in the background, so you like almost miss it, but there's some like weird shaped shadow behind the person, like the person who's like looking into the foreground. That looks like it's about to just like swallow them. So it's like this very nice, almost serene painting with like this. Oh, there's a horror element to this. But it's otherwise
reminds me
very
of those people
detailed.
that buy Goodwill artwork and they paint like Bigfoot in the background or something like that.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it's otherwise very detailed. Like you can see some like activity in some of the windows, and the sky looks really nice. Like they're obviously very good artists, but they're clearly not just like satisfied with painting only the mundane. You find another one that is very abstract. It looks like they've painted like a group of performers, and like out of one of the people's mouths are like all of this just incredibly vivid imagery of like the sun and like part of the night sky and like some ships on water, like birds, like a few other animals and other things. Just this like really imagine something more akin to like Mexican art. Like the traditional stuff you can see out of Mexico. Something with a little bit more, it's like more vibrant, it's like very colorful, which is not a ton of the art that you've seen here, but some of it, it tends to be kind of popular just because it's always overcast, because it's always raining. So people paint with vibrant colors and stuff a lot of times, unless they're doing something realistic. So you see that one. And then you see the other one that stands out, because it's very different than the others, is more of like like heraldic type imagery. There's no depth, like everything's flat. So you see, so just imagine like pre-Renaissance type, like a lion is drawn where you can see like both its four legs in front of it, and then both its hind legs, but they're just like side by side. whole head is facing towards you, that kind of thing. It's like this heraldic scene of what you're pretty sure is an 8-ank, if you could even try to imagine a heraldic 8-ank. That is, as far as you can tell, appears to be hunting a group of troglodytes that are hunting a group of chickens. And the chickens appear to be worshipping an Axbeak. It's just like this line up. And you can see like this like shifting weather, or sorry, shifting like time of day in the background. Like it goes from like day to night in the background. There's like hills. It doesn't even look like it's Saigon properly, because you don't think the 8-anks. You're pretty sure the 8-anks aren't in the hills, but whatever.
8-anks are where they want to be.
That's
So
fair.
where they want.
I mean, technically they're where water is, but since it rains so much, you could kind of say that water's everywhere. But yeah.
I think if an 8-ank wanted to live on a hill, they would make it work. I'm gonna make a big divot on this hill and bring water up here. Like, I don't know.
But yeah, you can see that, and that's the other one that stands out. And it's clearly like it's not a lack of skill; it was like a choice for them to paint it this way. Those are the ones that stand out. The others would be like just really photorealistic stuff, or other.
Well, as much as my heart wants to go with C, especially because the Lancha and Knights and that type of stuff, probably gonna end up going with A.
Okay.
Just the
So
slightly creepy one.
Slightly creepy one. Okay. So yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I like this one too. I really liked that third one. I don't know why. Maybe because some of its stuff is familiar to the stories you guys said. But
Yeah.
A is really cool. She's like peering at it. Like points. And you can see like in like part of the shadow of one of the buildings, you can see like a little odd mark. She like leans real close to it. Modo. That's probably a hearth. I think I've heard of him. Modo Hearth? Maybe on the east side of the city? They're definitely in town. Want to go find them now? It's gonna get dark soon.
I mean, I got you as backup. I feel pretty safe.
Yeah, that works. But I mean, you don't need me to protect you. I will. Just gotta start walking. Like, especially because I know sometimes you're really nice to people who don't deserve it.
What do you mean?
What do you
What do you
mean?
mean
What
by
do I mean? Weren't you nice to that guy who ended up trying to like
like,
kill a
try to
bunch
kill
of
us all?
people?
Yeah. Oh, that's before I knew he was a bad guy.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Then you were nice to them all too.
The mall, I think, has the unfortunate circumstance of being related to the
Dorat, yeah. The family's Dorat.
yeah. Being related to the Dorat family.
I mean, I guess. Unfortunate though. Like,
I mean,
He was
yeah,
born
he's got money
really
and
rich.
rich, but like, yeah.
I
But
don't know.
being rich doesn't make you a good person. I think everybody has capability of being good.
Okay, but
Just,
hear
you
me
know.
out. Okay, when you're rich, don't you have a lot more options than people who don't have a lot of money?
Like I said, he has the unfortunate thing of like being born to who he was born to, and them shaping him a certain way and teaching him how to act.
Yeah, I guess.
You know,
That's true. So, okay. When does
Like, I'll still
him
kick his rear if
being-
I need to, but like, you know,
Yes, his rear. Okay. So when does him being a nasty person become his fault?
well, probably sometime here in the near future.
But you hope not.
Yeah, we haven't. Eventually, he'll be met with a circumstance. Hopefully, that will give him a clear choice of which way to go, and hopefully, I can have some input on that. And give him that chance. Now, if he rejects that chance, not much should be done on that, you know. Kind of one of those fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on me, or however it goes.
You're still being nice to him. But you see, that proves my point, though. I probably wouldn't have even thought about it like that. I mean, I didn't. I mean, I know what you guys told me, and that he was a jerk to Casimira. I didn't even meet her, but she sounds cool. And you guys like her. Even still, if you're being too nice to like a mugger or something, then I'll just scare them off instead.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I have plenty of money. Hold on, let me try to do your accent.
I don't have an accent. What are you talking about?
I don't have an accent. I am Sam Goodbean. I have plenty of money. Here, you can have some, mugger. I can't do it. It's like my mom's.
You know, you're right. I probably would try to give a mugger some money because he's probably in a bad situation where he has to rob people for money. And if I just give it to him, he's not breaking the law instead of him mugging me for it.
She does start laughing. She's like, see? That's what I mean. You're really nice to people. And even if
you can see my reasoning there, though.
I can't see your reasoning, but it's not like he earned that kindness, you know? It's not like he's out paying that forward. What if you're like the 10th person to do that? But you don't know. You're kind to him because maybe it makes a difference. Which is niceness. That's kindness. It's a good thing, Sam.
Addie, I gotta be nice going on. I've done some not nice things recently, and they're kind of weighing on me, so I'm trying extra hard.
Okay. Do you need to talk about it?
I talked to Shaman Momiri.
Momiri, yeah.
Yeah. I remembered it. Yeah. Without looking at it. While I was in that temple and that other place, I don't need to explain all of it. Tell her about the nicest way I can. I killed some people, but I extra killed them.
Extra killed them.
Extra killed them. It's the best way to explain it.
I don't know why that's so funny, but it is.
And
you killed them. They're dead. More than that.
yeah. They
won't even come back even though they're dead?
They're
Yeah.
super ultra mega dead. You don't understand.
I religiously killed them. No.
Oh my gosh.
But no.
I killed them, but did they die?
Kill them. Kill them until they are dead. No.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But no, I was kind of lost there for a minute. Kind of. Yeah. I don't think I do well alone. Or with the idea of me losing my friends. especially when
Yeah.
I'm quite now have the skills to take vengeance on those that do harm to my friends.
She nods. Well, that. I mean, I guess that is pretty bad. I'm. I guess I don't. Maybe I don't grasp it all the way. I've never been really religious, but I, I guess I know if someone's soul is gone. She just kind of shakes her head. I guess you
I
can't
mean,
change that. Yeah?
no. Like normally, like if I'm hunting for rabbits, like one was helping Lami out. After taking one, I'd say something to Mr. Guy of like, carry this one on, look out for it, because everything goes on, they all go back into the cycle.
Right.
And with those fellas, there was none of that. I wanted them gone. Gone.
I could have been really angry.
I was in a bad place, emotionally and physically.
Well, I think you were still as nice as you are now, even before that happened. I don't think it's just a thing of needing to repent. I think it's just who you are. Maybe how you were raised, but either way. I think the kind Sam is the real Sam. Maybe you don't believe that, but I think it's true.
I think that's who I am, but the issue is now I know that I have that in me. I know that I can do that. I know that I'll do that if it comes to that.
Well, she thinks for a second. I don't know if this helps, but if that's a worse thing than you thought you could ever do, maybe you can also do a better thing than you ever thought you could? Let me try again. Maybe seeing how far you can go one direction increases your capacity to go the other.
Like I've hit my lowest low, but now I don't. I'm not. I can now try to hit my highest high. I guess. Yeah. I think I
Yeah.
understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Can I tell you a secret?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And you won't
I'm
tell
not very
anyone
good.
else?
If we pinky promise.
Okay, sure. Holds out her hand with a pinky promise. It's just, I don't actually think these are binding.
I mean, I'm trying to think of whose
Eli
promise
did
that
it.
I was like, yeah. There was somebody. Was it? I mean, when Lummy was going through her thing, I had to promise her some stuff. Well, just lying my ass off about like kill me if I start trying to eat people. I weren't gonna do that. Uh, as long as you're not like, I like to kill small animals. I am a Hayethe. So that's my use.
Oh
God, is
gosh.
that how bad it is when I try to do yours?
Oh,
I don't
man.
know. But no, like hit me with it, and if it's something I can't keep, I'll keep it to myself. You know. between me and Mr. Gaia,
I think that's what I was asking you to do.
and maybe
But
Sherlock.
okay,
Maybe Sherlock.
those are fine. Okay. Technically, I'm not supposed to tell anyone this either. I promised my mom.
Um,
But no, I think it's important.
all right.
Well, first, what kind of person do you think I am? Do you think I'm a good person?
I kind of playing it like I'm thinking real hard, even though I know what I want to say.
She kind of
Well, I
glares.
mean, you did. I don't know about that.
Trying to decide if I'm the best person you know or better than the best person you know.
You did take the cinnamon twist when you got the bakeries that one time, and I really
I
wanted the
I
cinnamon
bought them
twist.
with my own money.
And I mean, the nicest person, the best person would have given me that one.
Okay, listen,
Uh,
it was a little stale, okay? You would have been disappointed.
yes, Hattie, I think you're a very kind and great person who thinks of her friends.
Okay. Thank you. She like blushes a little. What's the worst thing you could see me doing?
Setting fire to Eli's office on
She kind
accident.
of laughs.
Okay,
No,
I was about to
don't-
say.
Just stop playing around. No, really, what do you think?
I think that if somebody were to do wrong or grievous wrong to you or your family, or maybe your friends, like Rahal, that I don't think you would be as nice.
That's one way to say it. Okay. Well, because of my heritage, I figured out I have something in my blood. It's called the Gazat. What all the Roans have it, apparently, but I'm not fully that, so we didn't know. It comes from Rassaran herself. Well, from the end of the Desolate Age, one of the forget what they're called. The people who ended it. It's in a lot of stories, but there's too many.
You're
Right.
asking the wrong guy on that one. I forget the
Don't
name of
worry
an
about
acid. Yeah,
Just
I forget
don't worry
acids
about
all the
it.
time. Like,
Well, what it is a it's like a power that comes from emotion or like a mind state. Usually it's anger. Most of the time that's what it comes from, but it can be from any different one. We all have different shades of it, anger or joy or sadness, fear, hunger, but also pride, like audacity. Everyone's is bent towards a certain thing, and it wasn't a good experience when I figured out that I had the ability. When I was on my trip, remember I told you there was some people there that didn't think I belonged and they were teasing me and I beat one of them up?
yeah,
She kind of looks away from me and says, I killed that guy. And he didn't hurt anyone I knew. He just embarrassed me. I found him later and didn't want to fight. But I made him. I'm really not proud of it. And I know not my fault that there was some force that came out of me that I've never experienced before. I get that, but I know what you mean when you see a part of yourself and realize what you're capable of, and it's different than you thought it was. That's why when I came back, I started to carry the axe around and wear my armor, and I wanted to go and act and do things. Not because, I felt empowered, but because I felt, and I still feel like I need to prove something to myself so I don't ever feel humiliated like that again, so I don't snap.
Well, that's... So for Delanchian culture, you said there's knights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would they have challenge each other to duels and whatnot? They slight each other on nobility,
Yeah.
Of that typical. I just want to make sure I'm getting the kind of
from where
I know it's not
from.
Not every farmer is I challenge you to a duel because you called me ugly.
Right.
No, dumb shit.
You've definitely heard
it's more
of
like a
that kind of
noble thing or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And granted, you're from the Northeast, so you don't have a lot of experience with nobles, but you've heard a lot about them. You maybe met a few.
Yeah.
So dueling culture exists. It's not super common, but it can happen. If someone's honor is challenged or their reputation besmirched, it could lead to that. And yes, there are knights, of course.
Yeah. But I will bring up that point of well, in Blancha, these are all, nobles and stuff like that, and they'll slide each other, but eventually one will get offended enough to challenge another in a fight or a duel for their honor, and doesn't necessarily always end in death, but it can. Yeah, I think really it's just you were, because of your emotion thing you got going on, it was that just taken up to another level.
He nods. It was.
And
But go ahead.
I think what you're doing of trying to prove yourself to show that you're not weak, because you're definitely not weak, that's a good way of having some atonement to that, I believe.
Well, maybe the real atonement will come, and I don't know when. Eventually, I'll have to go back.
Are you wanted there now or something, or what?
No, there is a blood debt to pay, but I was still considered a child in our culture because I hadn't gone through the rites. So, my mother accepted it. It's not a matter of money. We have to go back and fulfill a favor. But she and I will do it together.
Well, was the person an adult? In your culture?
Not quite.
Y'all are both on the same level then?
We were both going through the rites.
Yeah.
They were late like I was, but they were more of their people. They had been there longer than me. I feel really bad, and I should. That's the thing. I don't want you to try to soften the blow or make excuses. Sam, I killed him out of pride. I was mad. And I lost control. I can make excuses, and I can understand what led to it. That's why I can do something about not letting it happen again, but I can't pretend I didn't do what I did. Just like you can't. But, I mean, look, we're still alive. We still have to accomplish things. And walk in the rain to go track down an artist to paint a weird painting.
Yeah.
We
Or a
don't just
couple.
stop living.
No.
Or a couple of weird paintings.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm getting at is we can't change those things. We can only try to live long enough to do something about how they affect others or ourselves, you know? Leave the world a better place than you left it.
That's a good that's a good being way of thinking there, to say.
Can I be an honorary good bean then? Does that mean that if I travel, is there like a patch or something I can show them that says I'm an honorary good bean, so they'll let me like stay in the barn?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they let you stay in the barn anyway, because I think we're all pretty good folk. But you can always feel free to drop my name. It's fine.
Okay. If I'm ever, for some reason, out on the road and there's a bunch of Volu or something, I'll just test it out.
Yeah.
You don't
I mean,
have
we
like
killed
family
dead-
enemies or something, do you? Like if I say, "Hey, I'm a friend of Sam Goodbean," they're not going to like whip out crossbows.
I'm trying to think, because as much as I want to make like the Angry Corn a different sect of like, yeah, we had an offshoot many years ago. No,
Angry Corn.
Mad Maze. No,
I was about to say Mad Maze.
Oh, that's so
Or
funny.
I guess if it's opposite,
No.
it'd be Bad Maze. So
The
Good Bean's
bad maze.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
no. Besides, like, I mean, there's other farming families out there that we've beat the brakes off of when it comes to like pumpkin competitions of who can grow the biggest pumpkin and whatnot. But nothing like that's like fist fight technically. Not nobody's gonna try and kill you over that. I don't think.
What does beat the brakes mean? That sounds terrible.
Like when you have a wagon and they're getting all squeaky, you take some beets and you. That's stupid. I don't know a
Stupid
good
or
analogy.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Stupid
that's
or
fair.
brilliant.
Beat the brakes is already kind of an interesting term in our life.
Yeah.
Because if
To
you
beat
look
the brakes
into it, you're
off
like,
of
what
something.
does that mean? Like, I don't know. It just sounds good.
Beat the brakes off that fool. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Where did he get brakes?
Yeah.
Where are they now? They're not on him.
Yeah.
Was it his
Where'd they
shoes? Anyway.
But no, yeah. I mean, hell, we've been through a lot together. I mean, at this point, you're basically family.
I guess that's fair. I mean, kind of. I mean, really, we're like just friends and co-workers, right?
Not many friends that I had would help me beat the tar out of a guy that became a zombie. Yeah, or undead. That's they more like hightail it because it's out of their. I mean, that's my before friends. I have all my friends now. I think Lamy and them. They'd all of course help.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's only two people I've beat undead things with, and that's you and Verbrong.
Wow. That seems like a really good company to be in.
Yeah.
Wait, so not even Lamy has done that?
I don't think.
You beat up
Sorry,
on
that's-
skeletons, but
Yeah, yeah. Specifically, undead things
Fleshy
popping
undead.
out of the ground. Yeah.
The fleshy ones.
they only count if
we
they
got
have
into a fight
skin.
when we weren't expecting. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll stop a
Not
couple of
gonna
people
lie,
to ask about Moto. And
The
then you
Bronx
continue.
was scary here.
I bet it was.
Overrock? correct? Yeah.
Amarok, yeah. That's the.
All right, yeah. It's undead. You thought Aura could be scary.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I wasn't a part of that. Holy crap.
Yeah. I am. I thank Mr. Gaia deeply for Prong being there. As much as I hate to be in that position, but I don't think I'd be here if he was not there.
I'm still surprised. That's so scary.
I'm pretty good
I
at
don't know
running,
why.
but like,
I don't even know why. Like, I just. Some part of me thought maybe they couldn't turn into them just because. You know?
I remember Prong being very upset about that. Of course, I'm as much as, yeah.
I mean, you know,
I forget what he
Avarok,
said about.
They can't make more Avarok, you know, by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know what all of his beliefs are on that area. I imagine they're unique. His people are very different. Like, can a person even be reincarnated into an Avarok? Or are they like a whole new soul or something?
That's
I
an
imagine you
interesting idea.
can. I feel like you should be able to be. Like, especially if you're like one of those terrible people who like make them work for free. I think you should definitely be reincarnated. as one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or
When
like-
I die, pass
like a
on.
toad
I'll
or
see if I
something.
get a choice. I might try it out. See if they'll let me.
Cut on for size.
Alright, I'm big. Everybody hates me. This is gonna be a short run. Start killing people.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I'll probably come back as like a fish or something. I don't know. I ain't
You
did
want
too
to
well.
be a fish? What would you want?
I mean, depends on the size of the fish.
Oh.
I don't know. I've heard of these. I've heard
Are
of these
sharks
ones that they.
fish?
I mean, they're like whales, so yeah, I guess.
Oh god.
Sam just casually getting some,
Just dropping nonsense.
yeah, some key things wrong about
Right?
nature.
She just said,
Look, he's
"God."
dealing with
Okay,
animals
sure.
on land. Okay, he's not a sea ranger. He's a land ranger. Okay.
Right. Well, also, there's like, I mean, there's not a bunch of scientists sitting around being like, well,
Yeah.
actually, the genus, and this, like, nobody cares. Like,
Yeah.
it's got flippers. It's in the water. We catch it with a harpoon. It's a fish.
Yeah.
You know.
Behold, this platypus I found. A fish. No.
Behold a fish.
Yeah.
Ew. Anyway,
Anyway.
why do I get the feeling like if you harpoon a platypus, it's like fine for some reason?
It's like
Like it's just agitated.
It's just upset with you now. Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like flailing around. Like, get off the harpoon, jeez. Get it off before
There's
it
a-
stings you.
there's only a few worse things I can think of, like of non-violent animals that you would try to catch, and that, like the top one being a porcupine. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go check my traps. Oh shit, I gotta get it out of there.
Right? It's like, just letting it out's gonna be a problem.
I'm gonna cast speak with animals and hope I can deceive it into thinking that it's not my trap. Oh hey there, little buddy. It looks like somebody set a trap here. Let me let you out. Don't barb me, please.
We're friends. We're friends. We're friends. It's just chasing you. Anyway.
Can you climb trees? Please answer truthfully before I climb a tree. I think they can, but
I think they might be able to. Either way. But
Anyway,
you eventually do
yeah,
find
yeah.
a little small house. You find the artist at a Hearth Moto.
whose name
Where
is
you like
Moto.
talk to their that's their hearth. We'll say his name is. Where's my list of random names? Karo. K-A-R-O.
Say that again.
K-A-R-O. Caro.
Carl. Okay. I think you said Carl, and I was like, okay.
Coral.
Carl. Carl. Yeah.
So, yeah, you meet that guy. He's artsy.
We don't need a ton of RP.
Like, hey, what's up? Oh, you like my art? Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if I can get some paintings done, or painting. Depends on what's easiest for you. I've not realized that you probably need the likeness or the need to look at people to draw what they look like, or paint what they look like. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it'd probably help. I've got a pretty good memory, so as long as I see them, like, shouldn't be a big deal.
Well, spoilers. We're kind of wanted by some people, not so good people, and they put a bounty on our heads. I feel safe telling you that because you have a paintbrush and not a dagger.
Well, it could be both.
But I think it would be
pokes at you.
I
with
mean,
the
it could.
paintbrush. It's not.
Yeah. Okay. He pulls off the thing. It's like a scraper or whatever. Like, if you work with pastels, then I would be a little scared. Because I think it would be cool for our office in town to have a painting of or portrait, however you want to say it, of us, but kind of make it look like a wanted poster with our prices on it. Kind of as a joke, because like it's not like a legitimate wanted thing, by the law. I think it'd be funny to have one like that.
I mean, yeah,
kind of like a badge of armor. Like we pissed off some people that are not good people, and we're gonna be bragging about it,
Yeah, sure. Like how many portraits do you need?
Well, so it's me, 1, 2, 3. Because it's us three, Lamia Rahala, Mayor?
Yeah.
Is it? Are those all the ones that are wanted? I forgot who was all wanted.
Yeah, it's you guys, Rahala, Mayor, and Hattie.
Okay.
Just the actual.
It'd either be like one that has like 6 people in it, and would just have like the totals above each of their names, or 6 individuals.
Okay. I mean, it's sort of up to you. I have enough paint for all of them. If I don't, I'll buy some more.
Let's go with like 6 individuals. That way, if somebody really likes it, they can take it home.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good. How much you paying for each?
Oh, you don't have I'm not. You
really
don't have like commission prices.
Pricing myself. Yeah, I'd just rather you just
Well,
sort of pay whatever you think it's.
Well,
worth,
I mean, I definitely want to cover all costs, and then some. I don't know what a good price would be. I really don't. Well, I have 100 gold on me. Yeah. 6 paintings. You think like 10 gold each? Is that like a?
I mean, yeah,
does that seem fair? Like
like an actual.
I don't know.
Painting.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't know.
Yeah, 10 gold would be appropriate for sure. For like, if you want like a high quality, like not just like just somebody just did this. Like if you want like, I want like your good shit. It's gonna take them a few days, but
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll do like 10 gold each.
Holy shit! Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I can. So that's like 60 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly 60 gold. He likes to overpay people.
I want him to be good. I also want, like, him to be able to fund future projects that he's doing. Also, bread on the table,
Yeah, no, that would be great. My grandmother's gonna be thrilled. Okay, yeah, I'll get started tonight. Because I've already got 2 of you. So, how do I see the other ones? Do they know?
It'd be nice for it to be a surprise, but no, we all work at
get a glance at them.
Yeah, we work at Aldwin's Logistics and Retrieval. It's over by. It's
over by those places. You know those things.
Yeah. Our employer Eli, he's gonna more than likely he'll be there. Only one you'll probably have a hard time getting a look at is Merrick, because he's usually stuck in his office in the back. You might
Oh, don't worry about it then. I mean, I'll eventually see him, right? I mean,
yeah.
It's gonna take me a few days. You don't need him fast, do you?
No, I want you to take your time. If you got other work coming up, or if you're working on something, go ahead and complete that. It's not a rush.
Yeah, sure. I think I got another. I mean, the season just started, so I don't even have another mural to paint in a while. So I think my schedule's open. All right.
I did have a quick question about your mural. Well, what exactly did you have an idea of, like the big shadowy thing that you had in there? Do you have any idea what that was, or was that left to interpretation?
I mean, it was left to interpretation. You can tell, like, he's itching to explain it, but he wants to be mysterious.
Oh just leave I love that so much.
He's like, yeah. I don't know. There's something about it that seemed kind of familiar to me, I think. I just couldn't really place it. Not like a head ink or anything, but like something like sort of like that. Kind of reminds me of Shadow Guy, I know, but no, anyway.
It's like, yeah, well, I mean, you could think of it that way, but you might be thinking a little too physically and not metaphorically, right? Like, what if it was maybe, like, what if the shadow being behind them, even though the light source in that painting is also behind them, means something? What if it's a shadow not of the light cast onto a figure, but a shadow of, like, an emotion or an experience?
Like existential dread, yeah.
Hattie's just giving him, like, the blankest stare. Yeah, exactly. Something like maybe things in your past that like kind of eat at you and gnaw at you, and if you let them, if you let them have their way, they'll consume you, right? It's something kind of like that.
Yeah, I got some experience with that. Yeah.
Don't we all?
Gonna do a side glance at. Yeah. All right. Well. Let me know if you need like any more money for like supplies, or if you run out or whatnot. Just let me know. I can usually be found there. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. Bounty and all. Oh yeah. Here's the price. Like I ran down the list of like how much we're worth. Like if you want to throw those on there, that'd be funny.
He's like listening. You can tell he's like taking mental note, even though he doesn't talk super fast. He seems pretty confident in his memory. It's like, all right, yeah, that's pretty easy to remember. Okay, yeah, like I said, I'll get going right away. I don't have anything else to do today. Cool. You're who are you again?
I'm Sam, Samuel Goodbean. Nice to meet you.
Okay. And that means, so then Eli's the one who's worth a lot, then it's you, then it's Lamia, and then...
I'll be working on my
Maddie's
price. Don't worry about
1-1.
that.
Okay. Well, I
Bruh.
guess if it updates, just let me know.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Don't let the shadows of your past consume you. And don't let them, get ahead of you. You wouldn't want to have things you miss out on that you regret, right?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go.
He looks at Hattie, he's like, he gets it. She's like, yeah, he usually does. Okay, bye. She starts, she turns, she's waiting, she's turning, slowly, waiting for you to start leaving.
Mhm.
He's just standing there, staring at you.
All right. Well, let us know, and I'll leave.
Right, it's
This is where
right
we end the
as
conversation.
you turn around and step away, he was waiting for the moment. He's like, hey, make sure you don't have any regrets. Don't let her get away.
Oh
I
my
did.
god.
And then he takes 2 steps back into the doorway that you're like, oh shit, that door was open the whole time. Takes 2 steps back and then closes the door. You immediately hear someone else like that out, and it's just like, who was that? Nothing, Grandma. Thuds.
We're able to get hot pots and beef stew. I don't know if starving artists are quite literally in this world. But
Yes.
Well, oh shit, nice. Okay.
You gotta get several paces away, you hear that same old lady go, 60 gold! As you guys are walking off.
As long as they're not using sketchy pigments like mummy and
I mean,
You're not British.
don't ask.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he was about as weird as I remember most of the artists being.
Well, they're artists. I think that seems like an insult. I think their brains are just a little different on how they view stuff.
Okay, if that's less insulting, sure.
I mean, my brain's different from probably Eli's on how we look at things.
Yeah, he definitely would not have paid 60 gold. Well, he might have, but not because he won. Probably for a different reason. He might have paid 60 gold if he was in a hurry.
Especially if it need to be a rush job. For a shrine or something.
Sure. But
how much did you pay for that?
Time limit? Nah, he would have haggled it down. I mean, that guy said you pay whatever. Would have got it really cheap.
How much did we pay for
But
that?
that's because you're
stuff?
nice.
I forgot.
You're much nicer.
Oh, I give him 100 gold, man.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was.
He was like, I need to be the
we
front
got
of
free.
the line, and I don't want anyone outbidding me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you?
Don't need some furry.
He said
showing
some
up to me
very.
like, here's 600 gold. I work in IT. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's a lot of furries in IT, really high up IT jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
They got
Yeah.
that money.
Money. Anyway,
Hattie, he was saying some very actually topical things. I think dealing with some conversations we had had. Are you okay?
I mean, he was, but I don't know. It's easy to relate that stuff to yourself, maybe he had some other weird regret. What did he say to you after I walked off?
Oh, something about not letting her get away. I'm not sure what he's talking about then.
See, exactly. He was talking about what?
Yeah, don't let her get away like it happened to me or something like that.
Like he wanted you to
I don't
chase
know.
me or something?
I mean,
I wasn't that far away.
I can probably catch you.
Maybe.
I'm pretty fast.
You'll probably slip because you're not from here and I've seen you run on the
That's-
mud.
Also true. I'd be better in a forest.
Especially if
I got
I'm going to
traction.
cut you down.
Yeah.
Because remember? Remember the
Yeah.
snare? Remember?
Yeah. You're indispensable. I will tell you that.
That means I'm not dispensable, right?
I mean, I never really thought about that word. It's like inflammable. Inflammable means flammable, but I don't know. Does indispensable mean
So
dispensable?
does that mean indispensable means? See, this is why we need Eli
Yeah.
or
I
my
gotta say
mom
things sometimes.
or my dad. My dad went to like a really prestigious school, you know.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm. She does not elaborate. Like,
No.
just keep walking.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I will not be elaborating. No more questions. I will not be elaborating further. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Right.
I'm trying to think of anything besides like I don't want to poke fun at her. She might have a crush on me or on Sam. That is,
Mm.
because I want her to. Like, if she wants to talk about that, I'm gonna let that be on her time. As of now,
Cool. So you guys get back to the office then.
yeah. This feels like it's been a really Sam heavy episode.
Lamia,
Yeah.
you have been walking around the perimeter of the city all day. You gotta take a few breaks, obviously, because who's gonna walk for like 16 hours like just now? But so you're gonna take a few breaks. You've had like lunch or something somewhere. Excuse me. Chatted with a few like of the guards. There's some kids running around playing kickball. One of them like hits you with it. I'm like, hey, sorry, old lady. Like, I'm not fucking old. You like beat their asses at kickball, and then you keep walking. You just had like whatever random experiences. Like watch someone like do the worst job at attempting to steal from a stall you've ever seen, where they just kind of like blatantly grab something. You guys like put that back, and he does. Wow, like had no ambition. But otherwise, let's see how well you're doing at picking up the hints from your weapon. Give me a perception check. Wow. Okay.
Pretty well, I think.
So, yeah, as you're walking, you can definitely tell, especially once you get like maybe 3/4 of the way around the entire like perimeter. Because I'm assuming you're going like the inner perimeter, not the outer one, so that way you can keep going after dark without having to worry about getting back into the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're getting very heavily certain that whatever you're seeking. Let me try to indicate here. We're still on map. Good. Map.
Let me change my thing to look at the map. Okay.
You're pretty sure whatever it is from Saigon is like straight east or straight west.
Huh. All right. Interesting.
Like it doesn't seem to waver at all. Then by the time you kind of like finish your circuit and realize it's like directly that way, you can even like convince the guard, hey, can I climb up there for a little bit? And they're like, no, please, fine, don't break anything. And you like climb all the way up there, and you can see as you like standing like, because like the gates have like a top portion you can like walk across, so you get to like the center of that. And you know that the west gate is like directly across from the one in the east, and you can like point directly at the center at it, and that's like the strongest pull. So it's like exact east from you, or not east, west. I keep saying east.
West.
West. Yeah. I mean west.
West.
Reese.
Is exactly west from you. You are inerringly certain about that now.
Cool.
If you rolled
Glad to
really
have
bad,
that.
there were some ways that things could have tripped it up. But yeah,
And been a little funnier. I'm glad to have that information, though.
yes. Cool. Missed anything? Nope. Cool. So yeah, you do finally figure that out. You climb back down off the gate, and you're like, you just wanted to go up there and pose? Okay. Because it's like, to them, you just walked in there with, like, pointed out with your halberd, like, yeah, and then climb down. But,
That's what I imagine, like, NPCs in, like, Assassin's Creed games. See? We just run around random
Right.
places and do, like, a thing, and you do whatever. They're like, what? Why is that
fuck
guy
is
just
that guy
up
doing?
there? Yeah.
I saw a skit, or I saw like a short earlier that was like speedrunners, or like watching speedrunners from an NPC's perspective. And it was a dude who's just like, it's like, yeah, go find. It was like a mob boss type dude. He's like, go find Johnny Two Squeaks, and it's just like, dude like throws a body on the table, and he's like, oh, all right, it's like you earned our trust. Go get it, like, and then like before he finishes, it's like other body. It's like, all right, you are number 2 in our organization, and throws like the next body is like number 1 in the organization. He throws on the table. He's like, oh. Well, now you're my right, and it just cuts back and he just shoots the mob boss, dude. And he shoots him, puts him on the table, and then runs back to the door. And there's like there's a detective who's about to walk in, and he just like T-poses, vibrates, and flies off. And the detective's like, "What the hell?" It's just
That's
like it's like
gold.
super realistic. Like, what the fuck did I just see? And I was like, "That's dope. I fucking love this short."
Oh, that's fantastic.
But yeah, it sounds like some shit we would have made up. But
Yes.
sorry. Anyway, so Lami, you get that figured out. Climb down, and I'm guessing begin to head back towards the office at this point. Finally,
Yes, but I do want to confirm that I did send out my letters.
yes, you did.
Okay.
You've had time to
Then-
do that. It's probably one of the breaks you took.
Okay, then yeah. I'll head back
Cool.
to the office.
Okay, so you get back to the office. I guess, yeah, I just said Sam and Hattie were out, and it's like, it was kind of close to dark then, so you probably get back before them. Which you can see that, like, Rahala's already... I'm blurry as fuck. There we go. You can see that Rahala is, like, getting her things together, like she's gonna leave soon. Mayor usually waits for all the other employees who aren't Eli to leave, so he can, like, lock up if he needs to. So she's like kind of getting ready to leave. But, like, greets you as you come in. She's like, "Oh, how was your walk? I guess."
Fruitful, actually. I'm pretty sure that the enemy that the halberd needs me to slay is straight west.
Interesting. What do you think it is?
Hopefully not a statue.
Then suddenly, somebody just bursts into the room, just like comes in like through the door. Way too much energy, carrying something really heavy. Just bam! Like door like slams open, and you can see, it's the smith. It's the mage guy.
Oh, okay.
Whose name I forget already. Hold on.
Well, it is Yvain.
Yvain. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, you see it's Yvain. He like bursts into the room carrying something that's obviously heavy, at least by the way that he's holding it. It's like wrapped in pretty nice cloth. Like it's like sky blue cloth. You can see even as he enters the room, he's just like completely out of breath. Just, cast prestidigitation and throws all of the rainwater back outside, closes the door. He's okay. I'm blurry again. Hold on. Okay. This Lamia, I've done it. I'm lightheaded. I was at a bench for me. Thank you. Staggers his way over there and sits on the bench. It's like you hear this loud like punk as he sets the cloth down. There's that is your armor. It is finally done. And I finished it just in the nick of time. As it appears, someone is trying to kill me.
Oh?
Door opens again, and in comes... What the fuck is that? You don't recognize this man who walks in. He just kind of waves, like, hey, when he notices Yvain, he's just like shying away from him, and he's just, it's him. Because I don't know who that is. Is Eli here?
Lamia will glance over at Rahala because she doesn't know.
He is. Did you try to kill that man? He goes, is that what... Dude, relax. It's just... Perhaps now that I'm in the safety of friends and acquaintances, I could relax a bit. Right. No, I did like a favor. He paid me some golds. Don't really want to talk about it, but he knows who I am. Y'all had some trouble getting into the city. It wasn't you. It was...
Oh, okay. I don't really know that story, but that's fine. I am willing to believe you.
Sorry, 0 verifications, 0 follow-up questions. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm willing to believe whatever you say. He's over there. Try not to stab him.
Rahala just like taps on the wall a few times, so you kind of hear like a commotion outside, and then there's just like the okay, clearly they need me.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what you'd be doing. I imagine you're playing with one of those like little knocker things. It's like classically trained mage, and he's like, how does it work?
Yeah, physics, my nemesis.
Yeah, you come out, you recognize it's the guy that helped sneak you into the city.
Yes.
Who told you about the bounties.
Yes, of course.
He's like, hey, before anyone asks, no, I didn't try to kill that guy. I have no idea why he thinks that. He goes, you're clearly a ruffian. Thank you. Closes the door. Looks really offended by that, because he's actually wearing like decent clothes.
You're clearly a ruffian.
And the guy just starts to like walk towards your office, Eli. I'm assuming you let him go in and leave him there.
Yeah.
Cool. So, we'll come to that in a moment.
Guessed.
As soon as they disappear, Yvain seems much more at ease. All right. Anyhow, I suppose it's possible he wasn't trying to kill me. However, just it was strange that as soon as I left the building I was in, he was suddenly there, and he followed me all the way here. I don't believe in coincidences. Anyhow, what I do believe in is...
Magic?
He just shrugs and like starts unwrapping the cloth. Many things. None that come to mind right now, because this heaves it up. You can see, yes, the armor appears to have been completed. It's no longer torn to shreds as it was before. It looks much better. And then he will explain its capabilities as soon as I can fucking find it. There it is. Alright, let me get this all put on here, and then I will let you reveal what it can do. It's quite good. That formatting is ugly. Hold on. No, I will not have ugly formatting.
What?
What
Why
about 5
not?
matting?
Because if it's ugly, you're allowed to kill it, even if it's a child.
It's not what. Oh, wish
Just
my
say it.
charisma was better.
2024.
Same. There we go. Alright, and then now I shall show it to everyone. Nope, you can't edit it. You can just see it. Okay. Hit show to players. It kind of appears
Oh my
there.
goodness. Look at that nerdy ass armor. Anyway. Do you just want me to read what it does or the holding thing?
Up to you. You can skip the flavor text, which I know isn't isn't italicized for some reason. Now it is.
Oh,
So
okay,
the
that'll
second
help.
paragraph is where it starts. Yeah.
Alright, it's +1 mithril banded armor, so that's cool. Glamored. So upon command, a suit of glamored armor changes shape and appearance to assume the form of a normal set of clothing. The armor retains all of its properties, including weight, when it is so disguised. Only a true seeing spell or similar magic reveals the true nature of the armor when it's disguised. So cool. That means, hey, I'm just totally wearing my pajamas. What do you think you're doing attacking me while I'm sleeping? Oh, I'm not that easy to hit. Anyway, fool me once is this power. Next power. The wearer gains the benefits of displacement, which is a 50% miss chance each day at dawn, lasting until it causes an attack to miss. Alright, cool. Cool. That's really nice, actually. And it has box magic. Caster may cast the following spells once per day at caster level 5. Disguise self, charm person, misdirection, or invisibility. Holy hell!
And invisibility. You can cast each of them once per day.
And
Oh, each of them.
so
Okay,
much better than or, dude.
Yeah. I misunderstood it as dang.
Eli's like, can I wear that for a second?
Can I borrow that?
I just want to talk to it.
I just want to talk.
What armor? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not wearing any.
No, he's got his armor.
And it looks sick.
Yeah, it's Foxy.
Banded mail. Okay. Alright.
So it is heavy armor because it's mithril, which
Yeah.
you guys don't necessarily know mithril in character, but mechanically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That means it technically counts as medium armor. You have to be proficient and heavy to wear it properly, but as far as like speed, all that stuff counts as medium. So
I'm a fighter, so I'm not as worried
doesn't
about
matter
that.
as much for you, yeah. But
Still, it's like,
that's
oh.
what it do.
Wow, this looks amazing. Looks like you did a really good job on this.
Well, I mean, I am who I am. And it just would have destroyed me for this to have remained inert, defiled. But now, cleaned, repaired, restored. The only thing is, if you decide to wear this and to use it, you must go accomplish something great. You can't simply sit on the couch, appearing to be normal but well protected, of course. But you can't do that while wearing a set of legendary armor. You have to go out and show people that you deserve to wear it. I already believe in you, of course. But maybe the world needs a chance to see it. Yes? So, what's first on the agenda? Will you slay a giant? I hear they're out in the north. Or topple a despotic regime? I can think of a few. I won't name them.
Probably smart. Well,
I don't know. I'm not a hero. Perhaps I should just let you speak.
I at the very least know I have a target to the west. I don't know what they are, but my weapon does. And it wants to slay it.
Of course. So you've been able to... Oh, fantastic. Excellent. Okay, listen. I need to leave the city. I would not do well in war. But I think what I'll do because it makes sense. I don't want to leave from this port anyhow in case there's naval battles break out. I'll head west myself, on the road, with, protection and a copious entourage of armed protectors, of course. But I'll head westward, and I'll seek a port out that direction. That way, hopefully, by the time you've slain the dastardly beast that will awaken your weapon, the weapon of spiritual might, perhaps by that time, I'll be further west than you. We'll meet again on your travels, and you can tell me the tale of your conquest. Oh, I can't wait! Oh. It's a deal. It's a deal. Whatever you need that I can provide. I don't have much beyond... If you need a set of fine trousers, I have extra.
No, I'd just be delighted to meet your company again. After all, I still owe you a lunch, don't I?
Right, I wouldn't want to interrupt your fasting. I did, however, I told them, back where I dined last, I told them that your next meal is on me, so whenever your fasting is completed, do enjoy.
Oh, that's quite polite. I happened to be done today, so that worked out, didn't it?
That's fantastic. I have already eaten. It's quite late. And, a growing boy, and I have to get my beauty rest. In fact, it's past my bedtime now. It just got dark. So, this is...
You need a accompaniment so that no one could potentially be trying to murder you.
He looks at Eli's door and says, if you wouldn't mind.
No, not at all. Let's go.
Every rapscallion
Good night, Rahala.
is out here to just,
Just waiting.
You should, figure wave. Okay. So you're going to escort him back.
Yeah.
He definitely... He is so ill-equipped for just life. It's because it's dark. You saw how confident he was at, the other place. Not skittish. You step outside, and, he's jumping at every shadow. He's just not used to being out by himself like that.
I have I have low light vision, but I also have my cap of light still, because I never got to get rid of it. So...
That helps, but I just mean, if there's, a person walking by, he's like, oh, it's a god, okay. So yeah, it definitely helps. So he just stands... He, treats you like an umbrella. He's just I don't want the rain to touch me, or a person, or a ravenous monster. But he, makes small talk as you guys continue that is just occasionally interrupted by a terrified Yip. Because, a dog existed. It didn't bark. It was just, sitting there. It's what if it comes this way? You're it won't, but it'll be fine. But yeah, eventually you guys will make it back to what the hell was it? Oh, there! I finally found the chat again. Nobody said anything. Cool. What the hell was it called? Dave, what did you name that place? I don't remember.
Captain's quarters.
Good job.
Oh, he was at the captain's quarters. That's right. Yeah.
This is fancy.
That was faster than my notes, which was good. You eventually make it back to the captain's quarters. And, you get there, and he's, yawning. And you're like, dude, it's, 7:30.
Well,
Bro,
Lamia normally wakes up around probably 5-ish, so I think she would understand.
You get up early. You don't imagine he does. But, you get up early. But even still, you're not, dead tired. Sometimes you'll be I can push it a little bit, because, how old is Lamia?
She's I think she's 23. Let me double check. Oh, she's only 21.
20s.
Yeah.
You're in your very early 20s. So, and he's a bit older than you. So I think he's in his... He's around 30. It's kind of hard to say. like so either like late 20s or very early 30s. So, but yeah, like for you, because like even if you get up hella early, if it's like, hey, we're gonna go to the coin collar, it's like, I'll stay up. You're not gonna be there yawning and shit. You'll be tired the next day, but you're not gonna be like dead tired. And obviously, Lamia hasn't been around a lot of people who are like pampered.
Yeah.
Like you think Eli's kind of like maybe a little,
He kind of like one of those
dainty.
Yeah.
Where it's like when you first meet him, you're like, is he gonna shake my hand limp wristed? Like I don't judge, I just don't like how that feels. But like Eli seems very rugged compared to just like, oh god, a dog! Like the dog's like licking the puddle. It's like, bro. But yeah, so you get back and he's just kind of yawning to himself. And he's just like, oh, thank goodness. But yeah, the lights of Sanctuary. Oh. The mattress calls. Thank you, Lamia. Yes, he takes out a silver piece. He says, for the escort, of course.
All right. Well, thank you. You have a lovely night and
You
safe
do the
travels.
same. Of course, of course. And then just be sure that you brew up a good story for the slaying of such a beast. I believe you have the coinage to pay a bard, if you must, to write the tale. But I'll take word of mouth. If that will be sufficient. He bows, and you hear someone else who's like, close the door! He's like, good night. Goes into the thing.
All right. That was an experience. Lamia will head back to the office.
This freaking guy. Cool. So you head back to the office, you said. Cool. So Eli.
Mm-hmm.
You get in there, guy takes a seat, and he's like, alright, so I just came by to tell you there's been a little bit of an update on the bounty situation. There were some folks that apparently came through here asking questions about you. People we know kind of caught them just lurking. You know how you just know the look sometimes? That Eli, who never senses motive. Yes, sure, of course.
Yeah, that's why I laughed when you said that.
Well, yeah, everyone knows the look. Like, what do you think I am, idiot?
Look.
Yeah, you get it. Like, you can just spot it, after a while, and so, some of us, we didn't press them, we just found wherever they were sitting down, maybe asked a couple of questions ourselves, trying not to make it too crazy obvious, but we just wanted to make sure they knew they weren't quite welcome asking that type of shit around here.
Mm-hmm.
They got the hint, but that means a couple of things. One, he leans in a little and says, thought about getting rid of him, in a more permanent way.
Right.
Well, the law being what it is right now, wartime and all that stuff's a little tight, so figured it was easier just to boot him out with the threat of blood rather than the actualization of that. So
It's probably smart.
Smart, yeah, but less efficient than some people like to operate. Now look, I'm no killer, that's not me, but different tools for different jobs, right? And don't let any of them know I called them tools. But there are guys out there. Listen, the protection you guys have here isn't free, and it's not nice. It's not kind. These are not nice and kind people. They're likely lurking somewhere. Like, they obviously know you're in town. I don't know how long they're willing to sit around nearby to wait for you to leave. I know how long I would wait if I knew, 60K was sitting in the city getting fat,
Okay.
So, just head on a swivel if you head out, and they might have a good number with them. I don't know if these are going to be actual tough guys, right? Maybe just who they could find, who they could pay off to not ask questions, that kind of thing.
Of course.
But at least one of them's gonna be somebody.
Okay. Well, I definitely
If we-
appreciate the heads up.
Yeah. Apparently, some people have a vested interest in you not getting killed, so
So it seems.
just doing my part. Hey, I guess that's it. Yeah. You know, who was that guy? Who was that guy out there? Just like,
I haven't met him yet. So
you haven't met him. Hey. Yeah, what a weirdo. I was literally just walking.
D&D.
Yeah, like a lot, like real soft. So, listen, dude. No, I wasn't even hiding. You know how you can walk in a way where you sort of blend in, or where you try to just be inconspicuous. I hadn't turned any of that on yet. I was just walking, and he comes out of this building. He comes out of the fucking captain's quarters. You know, that dandy-ass place. Smelling like vanilla and lavender. And he looks over his shoulder, and I swear he almost jumped out of his fucking high-water pants. Like, I don't know what scared him. I'm just a guy. And then from then on, he was like walking all fast, and he keeps looking over at me. And I'm just giving one of these. And I guess he took it as a threat, and he starts running. The guy can't run that far. He's got no stamina. So I'm heading to you. I didn't know that's where he was going. But I turned the corner, and he's already out of breath. So I caught up to him. I wasn't trying to, so he keeps running. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
It's incredible.
I fucking love this city. Gonna suck if it gets burned down or something.
It's an interesting place, all right.
It's the
Never to
boats.
avoid that.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the boats. They bring all sorts of people here, like Persians, and nothing against, obviously, one of my best friends, but and of course yourself. But
yeah.
But you know, they're not common around here. There's some Yara people out here. There's some guy from Songgook who's like just baffled by the fact that we have a government. It's great. It's great. Hope it sticks around. Anyway, you have a good night. He got more and more New York as we went on. I'm sorry. It was natural.
It just happens. It's something that happens.
Oh, hey, oh.
Hey, yo, hey, what you talking
I was
to
just
my guy
walking.
all wrong?
I don't know what the fuck.
Talking to my guy all wrong here. Anyways, I can't do Chris Walken today. Gosh. I
Right.
can't do anything today. My throat is trash.
But cool. So yeah, now you know there's some motherfuckers lurking around. Sweet. Other than that, I think we're good to pass to the next day. I think Molly went to the restroom or something. But I assume we're good to pass to the next day.
I'm good.
So she will heal the rest of her non-lethal. We'll deal with when she comes back. Oh, wait, sorry, no. Sam, was there anything else you were doing once you and Hattie get back? She's probably just going to check in and then go home.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Okay.
I'll offer to walk her home if she wants.
Okay. So you get back. It's right before Rahala leaves. Hattie goes to drop some of her stuff off in the back room. So Rahala, of course, is like, how did it go?
Do the
Like the
kind of got a weird like philosophical, like, are we good people or are we just trying to be good people even if we've done bad stuff kind of conversations.
Okay, that sounds good, sort of. Did it end up in a good place, or did you decide you're a bad person? What happened?
I think she thinks I'm too good of a person. Or too nice.
Really? Sort of packed of having a pretty good sense of people for the most part. Maybe you are really a good person.
Also, if a guy comes by and stares at you, it's for a painting.
Must be a lot of people staring about paintings then.
That may be
Usually
one
it's
of
the
my
gangsters that our boss keeps bringing around.
favorite freaking things. If a guy
All
comes
of them.
upstairs it's for a painting.
Yeah.
Right.
You can come up
All
for
of
a
them.
reason, him
Is-
to, like, maybe get Mayor out here, like, call him in here for some reason, so that way he doesn't, like, have to, like, I don't know, go back there and look at Mayor.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's
you, so I'm
important.
not alarmed, I'm just concerned? Maybe that's the same. Anyhow, well, I guess it sounds like things went well. Did you learn anything? Did she...
Like, so this is a promise. She can't do my accent very well. I think I do a pretty good Hattie accent.
So you're telling me, like, nothing interesting happened?
No, nothing worth tea over.
Well, you're not off the clock yet. She still has to go home.
Yeah, no, I'm walking her home. Make sure she gets home safe.
Good man. I'm going home by myself. Because I'm a big girl,
Well,
and I can take care of myself, and I have a knife.
Yeah.
Good night, Sam.
I mean, you want me to walk both y'all home? I can walk both y'all home. I mean,
No, I don't want the crowd. Are you crazy? Besides, I'm just gonna walk with Mare.
yeah. Yeah. Nobody's bothering you.
I was gonna go by myself, but you know, yeah.
Yeah. Buddy system, yeah. They keep saying that.
So she leaves, Mare leaves, or he's about to leave, and then Hattie comes out. She's like, "Okay, I'm ready. I've dropped off all the other things. I rearranged the figurines again. I don't like it, but I'll deal with it tomorrow." I think maybe I should just put all of them together. Maybe having them spread out. I just want it to be that you can't be in there and, like, there's not the place you can go where one's not looking at you.
I get that, yeah. Have you thought about having clothes put on them? Maybe that would help.
No. Like tiny clothes?
Yeah.
Not really. Why? Please.
No reason.
No reason.
No reason. I mean, if I was wanting to, like, clothe a small figurine that was naked of somebody that I might know, I'd probably want to put, you know, put clothes on.
Someone
It's
you
really more of an
know?
insult to the person. What?
One of them? You know one of them? Or do you have a different one? Ooh,
I don't know what
Sam,
you are
if you have
insinuating.
a figurine of somebody we know, you better not.
You better not.
It's no one we like.
Oh. Oh. Really?
Yeah. I'll show it to you. I got it hidden.
How many people do you not like that you can get, like, a figurine of?
Yeah. I don't know how Eli didn't see it when he got the box. I don't know if he looked in there or not. Like, I scoped it pretty quick. I don't know where I hid it. I don't remember.
Just somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you walk her back to her house.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get back to your house, and or her house, and before she goes in, she's like, "Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Can I ask you something else?"
You can continue to ask me questions, yes.
Okay, good. Do you think Rahala's hiding something? I mean, I know she's always kind of hiding something because she just has that kind of smile, but I don't know. I think she may have a boyfriend.
I mean,
or maybe she knows someone has like a. I think she knows something, and I don't know if she has a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or maybe she knows someone who does and isn't saying. Do you think it's Eli?
I think no.
Yeah, me neither.
I could see that possibility, but no.
I think if he had a girlfriend or something, she would just show up.
I think Alduin would have a girlfriend before Eli would.
There are a lot of shadows out there.
I know.
He's literally tall, dark, and handsome.
I don't know about the tall part. I guess that depends on where he is.
He
Oriented.
can be tall.
Yeah. It might be long if he's on the ground, but
Okay, whatever. We can move
long
on.
could be
Good
height.
laugh. I thought
Anyway,
it was funny.
yeah. I get it. No, I think how I don't like using the term, but like a woman's intuition. She knows things. Like when people might like other people, she has a better like scope on that.
Huh. What do you think it is? Do you think it's Lamia?
Well, who she likes? Or what are we talking about now? Sorry.
Does Lamia like someone? She was on a really long walk today.
I mean,
She
I
was
think
going,
we would
all
hear
day.
if it's Casimira. That's the people we were shipping, right? Casimira. Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. Ellie ships everybody, but
Yeah. Well, that's
who she technically went on a date with. It was like a friend
yeah.
date, but yeah.
I think we would hear if Casimira was around. I would like to think that she would let us know. I think of her as a friend.
Oh, is that the thing? She didn't tell me that.
They went on they had like an outing. I don't know exactly what went on to it. I didn't pry much.
Like a. That could mean a few different things, Sam. I don't know. You can have outing with friends. Unless you, like, kiss them, then it's not a regular friend outing. Of course. Unless that's a thing you do that I'm not... I don't know. Maybe it's a Thulian thing.
I don't know.
Okay, so you don't think it's Lamia. Do you think it's Rahala? I feel like if Rahala was, like, dating someone or something, I feel like she would, like, drop hints or something like that. I don't know if she'd keep it actually secret. Unless they're, like... Unless she'd be embarrassed.
I'm sorry, I've got something at my door. Give me one sec. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm not the only person who realized it's 11 o'clock all of a sudden and was like,
Yeah.
wait a second.
Actually, looks like... That's a, oh, shit. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh. Suddenly can't hear you, Molly.
Oh, I put this on backward. Sorry.
That's why, because my mic was way up high.
I thought I timed that better. I ordered food. I was like, oh yeah, I'll be here at like
Oh.
11:20. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not 11:20. Like I literally look
I
at my
was
phone.
like-
It's like he's outside. I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
At first, I was like, oh, it must be his mom, or wait a second.
Yeah. Both Patrick and I kind of looked at each other and we're like, it's 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't
We're
no
not
way.
tripping.
My mom like, it's 8 o'clock. Time to go to sleep. No.
Right.
Who is it? Oh, maybe Mayor's got somebody going on. I don't know.
You think it's Mayor? Okay.
You may have
Well-
found a very distinguished like librarian, or I don't know, man. Like anybody. I don't know.
Would be, yeah, maybe. I don't know a lot about him. I mean, he's a really nice person, even though he's severe. But he's really nice. Maybe I guess it could be. I don't know. But she's hiding something, and I think we should try to find out what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
It was nice hanging out with you today, Patty.
Yeah, we should do that more often.
Especially if we figure out what Rahal got going on.
Will we have to like convene and share information? If we figure something out, and we don't always have to talk about, good and evil and stuff. We can talk about other things.
Yeah, I'm sorry if that got kind of heavy. Yeah, Trollhawk's doing fine. I think the snail population is declining in the city, though. I don't know if I've introduced what is called an invasive species that is just wiping out natural wildlife around here. I need to start getting him like trained on fish. I think there's something about the snail. Something about the snail. It's like a difficulty in it.
Or something, Well, either way, I mean, at least he knows the difference between the poisonous ones and the not poisonous ones.
Yeah, and also I can kind of, if he does, I can help him out with that.
Sure. Okay.
All right.
I think this is the part where I go inside and then...
Okay.
Wait, who's going to walk you home? What if you get mugged?
I am sneaky.
Only a little.
See, watch. When I do this, I'm basically hidden. No,
Okay. Look, just don't get mugged, okay? I don't...
Yeah. I won't give anybody any money.
What if they're like cats, and if you feed them, they keep coming back?
Oh, I have a cat guy now, so like I can give them to him.
Next thing we know, there's going to be like 20 muggers just outside the office. Like,
I'll
hey,
give
where's
him to
Sam?
I'll give them to the cat guy too.
Then we'll
cat's
have
needy.
more cats. You see, this is what happens when you start trying to fix invasive species with other ones. First we have the muggers, then we bring the cats to eat the muggers.
Eventually, we have
I'm going to go inside. She actually gives you a hug.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow, Hattie. Sweet dreams.
Of course. And she goes back in. She goes inside, and then like as you're like turning to head back to the office, you can see like the window, and you can see like the blinds. And you see her dad just like not glaring at you, but he's kind of giving you that like, okay, and you like wave at him.
I wave.
And he waves back and closes the blinds. You don't know if it was like
I like her family. Yeah.
It was more just like why are they just talking? What are they doing? Well, now I'm just gonna watch. But cool. So,
Yep.
You make it back to. Are you
Do I
going
get
back
mugged?
to the office? Or
Do I get mugged? Oh,
well,
my God.
are you going back to the office, or are you going back to the inn, or are you just gonna walk for 2 hours in the dark and go back to your cottage?
I'm probably gonna go to the coin collar and then I'll go to an inn.
Any specific coin collar, like reason to go to the coin collar, or you just
Sure.
going to be like, just get a drink and
Have a drink. Yeah.
cool. It's not gonna cost you anything then. Just a regular
No.
night out. Cool. So you go back and then you head back to the inn. So, that means so then Lamia, you also stay at an inn. You stay at the same inn Sam does, right?
I mean, normally, but Lamia's been resting at the Alduin's while she's still recovering.
So you're staying there again?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means it's just you and Eli there. Because Hattie didn't stay over. Sam is not this time because you're like clearly recovering. Like you're good.
Yeah. I would like to sleep in a bed and not like some blankets on the floor.
With, like, a bedroll, yeah.
Yeah, or the bench. Yeah.
So cool. Oh, I still have fucking thing on the screen. There we go. All right. So then Lamia and Eli. It's like the middle of the night. And you hear like a very loud thud against the front door. And then this like low, just, and then like a very like loud knocking, and then like loud stomps kind of outside the office.
Rightly or wrongly, I'm gonna immediately assume it's for Braun and go open the door and be like, Braun, what's
Yeah, actually, Lamia has the same assumption, but
That's-
she does get up. And she's like, I'm ready.
Okay. I so wish it wasn't for bro.
Yeah.
I just like now it's for some reason like hardwired Eli's brain grunting and stomping noises in the middle of the night that sound like they're a giant for Braun. And it's like it could be anything. It's still just immediately my assumption. Just like, yeah, it's for Braun. What do you mean?
I so badly wish it wasn't. It was just some fucking demon. He like, opened the door and he's like, well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. You want to go back inside and try again? No, so you throw open the door, you're like, hey, Verbrog, what's up? And you see him like about to walk around the corner, like he was gonna go to a window.
Oh man, that's funny.
He turns and like you can just see like big hulking form. You see just red eyes. Eli, need to talk. Starts coming.
Yeah, what's that,
towards you.
fail?
Ducks under the doorway. Shakes off his cloak. Need to leave soon. Closes the door. Tonight. Have to go.
Oh.
Had a vision. It's been. Wasn't asleep. Wide awake.
Okay.
Doing guard duty and saw a home. I have to go. Can't wait.
Well, listen, we got a line on a safe way for us to all travel across the country. If you can just wait a little bit, I'll bring it up with everybody and we'll try and set that up as best we can so that way we can all kind of go together.
He surprisingly gently puts a hand on your shoulder and says, waited too long. Don't need safety, need home.
Okay, how about this? Can you at least give me till morning and I can collect everybody and we can talk? And that way, even if you just go on your own or whatever, we can send you off at least.
Give me diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Not a hard check. He's obviously very friendly towards you guys, but
Yeah.
it does have some other modifiers. They don't matter.
Aha.
So yeah, he looks very clearly distraught. Even though he always has kind of an intense face, even when he's calm.
Mm-hmm.
You could like see that he's like very torn about that. It's like, fine. Morning. Quickly, morning.
Okay.
Even if it's bright.
Yeah, even if it's bright.
Trouble. Already behind. Some dying. Not many of my people. Less at home. There's one of us. One of us is hope. Must protect them.
Alright.
Must is much more important than my life, or even the lives of many of my kinsmen. We'll maybe share more on the road.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, we'll get everybody together and we'll get this sorted and see if we can leave. I've got a line on a safe way out. Just can all skedaddle together.
Nods. We'll be back in morning, early.
Okay. Really?
Turns, disappears back out into the night.
Lamia will
Glad that they
sigh.
didn't see him.
Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, Lamia will sigh and be like, okay. Should I go to Sam to tell him instead of waiting for him to be here in the morning?
I suppose you can if you'd like. I mean, we're all supposed to meet here tomorrow, but I guess it'd be early. We could just fetch everybody now.
Who is everybody? Because I know Sam, obviously, but do we
mean-
want to get Hattie? Do we want to get Rahala?
Yeah, that's what I meant by everybody. Yeah, even me. It's a meeting that concerns all of us, I think. So yeah, we should gather everybody, at least to talk about it.
Okay.
Or basically
Love
just let everybody know to like be there before sunrise, kind of thing.
Yeah.
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 That's what Lamia intends to do. Yes.
So you just go knock on everyone's door, or you like grab some parchment, try to like slip a letter under the door. Like,
Nope.
what's the-
She's gonna knock on the door.
Oh, well, I'm going to bed. So you can wake everybody up. I
Cool.
need my full 8 or 6.
Lamia's the one
Yep.
that's fatigued, but she's the one doing the work. That's fine.
You knock on so you knock on Mayor's door, nothing. You go through that for a little while before he finally like gets up, talks to you through the window. You're like, hey, something came up. Like, please be there before sunrise. And he's like, it's no different than normal for me. Why? Like, oh, sorry, good night. Then go back to the inn where Rahala stays at the same inn that you and Sam were at.
Mhm.
So you go there, bother Sam about it. We don't have to RP it just because we're way over.
Yeah.
Sam has whatever reaction Sam has.
I shouldn't have drank so much.
Ooh. Okay. You go knock on Rahala's door. She's also drank some. It's like, okay, I'm gonna have to get some alchemist's kindness, I think. You head out of there, go all the way over to Hattie's house, knock on that door. Hattie answers. You can see behind her that like both of her parents are in the living room, which kind of like, the hell? And you're like, hey, something came up. Verbron is doing a thing. You gotta be there early. And she's like, okay, and then closes the door. Or well, she gives you a hug and tells you good night, and then closes the door.
Oh, yeah. Lamia will return that hug.
And then you trudge back to the office, now very tired. And finally get to go to sleep. So we will deal with what happens in the morning at that other meeting next session. Because for now, we are late.
Yep.
Exit screen.
Exit screen.
I mean, we kind of started late, so I think it's fair that we ended up a little late.
Exit screen.
Exit screen. It's the screen.
Yeah, that's fair.
Exit.
But cool. We got that was so nice of Wade to come in here just dropping all those gift subs. That was super dope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
What a guy Wade is.
What I got.
Thanks, Fluffy.
Thanks, Fluffy. It certainly was a session. Possibly even a nice one. Plugs? Do we have plugs while I find a raid?
USP.
Discord. That is a plug. That is correct. Patreon, YouTube, Mondays. Why do I do this to myself? I'm not even the person
I
who
don't
does
know.
this.
I don't know. You have no need or responsibility to start doing the plug thing. I easily could have done it.
Well, go ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So check us out. We do the replays on YouTube every single Monday. It's unnatural_1s, just like everything else we have, and do all the social media stuff that you're supposed to do. The likes, the comments, and subscribing, please. We've also got every social media platform you can think of. Most of them we update weekly. And if you want, you can shout out and reach out to us on all those. All unnatural_1s. We also have a Patreon, which right now you can get into every single tier for the low price of $1 per month. More content coming from us for random stuff, and more content will be coming soon on all those things. if you need to reach out to us, we also have a Discord. Links are in everything. You can just find the links, and then just come, chill, hang, do all the stuff that you're supposed to enjoy doing. It'll be great. Let's go on.
Yeah.